So we're doing a test here. We're doing a test before we get, and Seth's checking his phone. The thing about this is when you're doing something electronically, it's always been my idea that you probably should charge your electronics before you get to the bullpen. Well, listen, we didn't need my hotspot tonight because this here is HOT spot. All right, so we're getting ready for that. And before we get going, maybe Allie will come over and serve Seth some more potato chips, because I'll tell you what, it's this is getting real old real fast. And Allie, you got to stop this crap before it gets under. Are we good to go? All right.
This podcast on the Talking Smack Network is brought to you by GNS Printing, providing solutions, not just printing. Give Tim Cooper a call today for all of your printed products. GNS Printing, here to help, offering the most customized, friendly, and reliable service with competitive pricing that you will find anywhere at 518-232-2465.
Warning. The following program is a collective of characters talking about the happenings in the sports and entertainment world. It's meant to be fun in a comedic, informative way. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, maybe even you. There may be some cuss words because that's how people talk in the real world. We'll try to keep the locker room talk to a minimum, but if you're young, please seek permission before watching any further.
And welcome back to another edition of Talkin' Smack. We're upstairs live at the bullpen on this Tuesday night. Dan Miner and a cast that is beyond reproach. Because if it was anywhere closer to reproach, we would have to stop this thing real quick. We got a lot to get to tonight. And thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night. We're trying a few new things here. As you'll see, both Seth and I have the wireless mics in our faces. We're going to give that the old Bay Road tech try and see how this goes tonight before I spend the big money we spend the big money
we're going to have to label them.
Yeah, I know.
I'm afraid I'm a little scared after watching him put that close up there.
Well, the thing is, we put these mics on and Seth's got his on here and he's breathing heavy, and then it's rubbing up against his facial hair. And then when you start smelling the potato chips through it that Allie's serving him, we all know that it's like, hey, we don't need to smell and feel and taste your tater chips. Joining me here tonight on Talkin' Smack, up to my immediate left, as always, minor league football Hall of Famer. It is the NFL reigning Executive of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, we like to call him Snacks. In the wrestling world, he's called El Snacko, and here he is, Hank Pelton. Snacks, welcome back to the show, brother.
Bring El Snacko out one day.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It's going to be more than fun. You'll see.
Right up to the microphone, Sully.
Well, I wasn't trying to be that loud.
He wasn't trying to be that loud. He knows it's not his turn. Seth,
does your microphone smell like chips?
It does. I smell
the one Seth had last week.
I smell the chips. I smell the chips. A guy that has served chips many times, the Duke of Daiquiris and the king of social media. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back tonight from parts unknown. R.J. Stockdale.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, good to see you, brother.
Good to be seen, buddy.
You know what? I got to give you street cred. And it's because you're out there wearing a Dallas Cowboys hat.
Yep.
And I mean, regardless of how bad they are and what disarray
horrible
And I mean, you might get Neon Dion. I mean, this could be.
No, we sung that last week.
Oh,
didn't we?
no. It's far from over. It's like Frank Stallone.
I'm more impressed with the old Sandy's throwback basketball Jones shirt.
I have enough basketball Jones gear to last 2 months. without doing
You should
laundry.
see his Speedos. They are just outstanding. They are outstanding.
I'm
I don't
good.
share that with just anyone. Maybe
good.
Sully, though.
I mean, would you guys fit into the same ones? Well, you both have fake hips,
I bulked up.
and you know those hips don't lie. Speaking of fake hips, it's my partner in Chupacabra, lead guitarist, and a man of many things. He's there to keep you hot all the time. Here he is, three fingers deep in. Let's welcome Soul Dog, Mike Sullivan.
Weird
You're-
intro.
Do you have the
Well, yeah,
that's
but
three
make
fingers
it
in.
A little more clear, please.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah, Sully, come on.
It is an all-male review. I really do need to be a little more.
Back from parts unknown this week after last week, almost dying. Last week he had the jungle crud, and it was crud. Very cruddy.
It was very cruddy. Yeah, actually, I kind of wanted to at one point in time the last week.
Enough.
I was just like,
When-
Lord, please.
When
take
you
me
walked
from-
out in back of the radio station last week and you saw where he spewed all over outside, you knew the dude was really, really sick. There was no joking about that.
It's worse than snow in your car. I'm glad
Well,
I
you
just
should
put it-
see that spew on the snow. Here he is after spewing on the snow. John Pratt, good to see you. Welcome back to the show, brother.
Thank you. No, it's very nice to be here. I want to give a shout out to our boy Kenny Lachese for stepping up and sitting in the chair for me last week.
Yeah, the best show ever, he said.
Well, I'm
I'm-
sure.
I'm-
Is he still counting?
You don't worry.
He's probably home counting.
he
He's got
may
it.
be counting. Also joining us, the man that's our Mr. Producer, and a little bit different than this week, and we'll get to that in our first segment. We'd like to welcome back recently engaged ladies. He's off the market.
This is Allie.
Mrs. Allie Dixon.
Well,
Let's play Mr. Allie Dixon.
Congratulations.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what the funny part is, though? That's actually not that far off because of her current job. Much like I am Mr. Cat at my wife's job, you will probably end up being Mr. Alley. Yeah. So get
We
used
know
to that.
she's the better singer.
Well. Yes.
We know that too.
that is true. If you checked out our reel, as you know that RJ and I we sung Steely Dan last week, but we got a packed show for you tonight. Of course,
We're not finished yet.
We are finished.
No, I got to talk.
We are not finished yet because we're welcoming our special guest.
Our
It's
special guest.
It's a big one.
Yeah, I know. This is a guy that I've known since he was a kid. I mean, he went to school and wrestled with my son Sean. Sarah was my daughter Sarah was the manager of the wrestling team, and that's how I got to know you. And then for folks that also know our buddy here, Brad Winslow, you'll know him from hockey. I mean, how will you know Brad? What is your signature?
With about a minute and 3 seconds, if they don't blow the whistle and screw it, yelling, Dan, how much time is left?
That's it right there. You hear Brad right there all the time, and it's good to have you on the show, brother.
Well, thanks for having me, Dan. I appreciate it.
It's we've been friends for a long time, and I know you're going to fit right in with the guys as we've done in the pre-gaming already. It's
It's been a lot of fun to watch the previous 12 weeks. I'm hoping you don't jump the shark with me here.
yeah, you know what? I'm hoping that we don't either. You got a lot to live up to after Ken Lachese last
That's
week.
right. I'm telling you.
And- Well, that's your man right there.
That's it.
But so welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Thank you.
All right, so Seth, you want to explain what's going on here with super chats and everything else here?
Super chats are available as always. Scan the QR code on the right-hand side, right by RJ Stockdale.
Yeah.
There for you. Also, want to
Super
let
chat.
you know $10 or more will get you a nickname from one of our cast of characters tonight. You can find us on all of your preferred podcasting platforms. And we got a packed show for you. And of course, Dan hinted it, Mr. Producer. That's me. I am engaged. We'll tell you how the weekend went and the story all about it. Plus, welcome to Moe's. Yeah, you can thank Mike Sullivan for that one. Also, we got a brand new tune for you of what's setting Sully off this week.
Sully?
People who put their stuff out on Facebook for the world to see, and then they don't want to talk about it. The classic good old Pray For Me. Also, Dan Miner, a little late to the party as a live PD fan myself. It's good to be back and good to see it on Reel since 2022. Also,
Wow.
did the NFL football playoffs live up to the hype? And our sources say Jared Goff was under the weather. Also, with our special guest here tonight, he became really the first Adirondack Phantoms OG super fan.
Ooh.
Plus, we're going to be plugging our relationship advice episode on February 11th, and we welcome in Jacques Quintel next week. So, Dan, the floor is yours. Welcome to Talking Smack, week number 13.
Can't believe it. We made it this long, and we haven't been kicked out of the bullpen yet. All right. So, it's, I don't know. It's, 13 weeks of this. I mean,
Flown by, but time flies by.
Really.
Anyway.
But it's a, every Tuesday night, it's a blast. So, a bunch of us were here. John couldn't be here because he had jungle crud.
Yeah,
RJ didn't want to be here because
I came back.
You did come back.
You guys were gone already. It was 10 o'clock. Literally.
You came back
Hold
out.
on.
Ellie?
You were out at 10
You
o'clock.
came back out.
I was off Saturday. Yes,
Did
I
you
was
have your
off
BJ
Saturday
pants on?
morning. I had Saturday. I had
Yeah.
Keith's thing, so
Oh,
I was
yeah.
off. So I said, "Okay, you got a rare Saturday off, so let's go out and have a couple of beers."
So
The people in here were the biggest idiots I've ever. I realized why I stay home.
yeah, well, listen, you're not the only one.
Wow.
Being a dinosaur, I'm the same way at this point. But you came back for the soiree.
I closed the joint.
Wow. Well, we were here for the big engagement, and it was an elaborate production. I don't know how much Allie knows how much of an elaborate production this whole thing was. I mean, there's a bunch of us here at the table that have been married before. There's some that are still married. And, when you go through doing engagements and all that, I mean, Seth really went above and beyond. I mean, it's a good thing he has his mom. So, they...
Hell of a wing woman. That's the way to go.
That's my
Ed mom's approval.
Yeah.
That's all you needed.
But going through and then, getting everything all set to go. I mean, this was a plan that had been in the works for months. I mean, it was, but I mean, he waited to get the sign till like a week before and wondered where the sign was. I ordered it for this. It's supposed to be here. And it wasn't, so then all of a sudden it came in late, but that's on him.
Was that Dad's fault?
No, it was Seth's fault. It was Seth's fault, completely Seth's fault. But, planning everything out, this was a major league production. So, Seth, you want to go into what you guys did? What did you do, the big day? I mean, as you get ready for, your big, engagement, it's just explain.
So basically back in November, after literally right before Thanksgiving, I said, you know what? It's time. Let's look at it. And
I mean, you weren't Facebook official before.
no, we never were until
Which is
literally
crazy,
yesterday.
dude.
Till
Seriously.
yesterday.
Till
Yeah,
yesterday.
He's Facebook official.
Yay. What
Wow.
does that even mean?
So
That's
that
what I'm trying
so
to
that
figure
all the
out.
ladies know he's off the market.
Oh,
The
It's
Seth
a
Not-
status
not-
change.
Not
Oh,
like
status?
Yeah,
not
it's
like we have
status.
100,000 people
Yeah,
that have
there's social
that have listened
media
to Talking
platforms that
Smack.
idiots are always glued to.
I'm glad we brought him in.
That's our
Avoid
special
them.
guest this week,
fine.
Yeah.
Brad Winslow.
Brad Winslow.
Yeah, so I basically said, you know what, I'm gonna look at it in November, and the day I got the ring, I called you and said, what should I do? You told me, hey,
Run.
the biggest advice you told me was don't put a payment plan on it and don't put it on a credit card. I said, okay,
I did.
pay
Right.
cash for it.
Yeah.
Smart
So
idea.
as soon as I got it, I showed my mom, my dad, and you were the third person to see it. I came
And
over,
Lisa was the fourth.
and Lisa was the fourth, and then tried to figure out when to do it, and around trying
Our
to figure out,
schedules.
around Talking Smack,
Thunder's
Thunder,
going to
and
be Cinco de Mayo.
whatever. So I said
Aye.
January is a good time to do it, and it happened Friday night. Andy Camp took the pictures. I told Allie that there were ice sculptures down at the Saratoga State Park. That wasn't true,
You dog.
and it worked out. And then we came up with the bullpen.
Oh, hold on. No. You're rushing things, Seth.
Wow, I was going to
You're-
say,
you're
that
missing-
was, he just yada, yada, yada over the best part.
I
Yeah,
was
that-
fine with it.
Yeah, the best part. All right. So now the best part. So we have a Talkin' Smack chat group that we have on our online, which RJ you're not on because you don't have a cell phone.
I'm there
So-
for you.
All right. So we have this whole thing going on here. So then there's a production that has to go on after the production at SPAC. So now that's where Dan comes in because Dan's got to set things up to get Seth up here. But first, beforehand, Allie's joining us on the show. Good
Let's
to see
get
you, Allie.
let's get the truth here.
Hi,
Dan.
Al.
All right.
Yes.
Hello.
So the deal is that after you do the engagement and all that, it's been a long day, and a girl's got to eat.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
So Seth told me the whole time that we were going to dinner last Friday.
Okay.
And then he proposes and then goes, we're actually not going to dinner. And I had eaten all day. So
Because you were expected to
I
go
was
to dinner.
expecting this fancy, elaborate dinner.
Sure.
So
Seth let you down already. You're not
yeah,
even married.
I know.
That's why you bring him potato chips tonight. Get used to it.
See, this is
Laced
how
with
you're
arsenic.
supposed to do it.
Relationship expert.
Extra salty. Watch his blood pressure go up.
Mhm.
So and then he goes, where do you want to go to eat?
And Moe's just came out.
Moe's.
Moe's. That's all I
Welcome to
wanted.
Moe's.
Did you get the home wrecker?
That was a good one.
So what did you get?
A burrito bowl.
So he splurged for the burrito bowl?
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, no.
No.
He had a gift card.
But it was his to splurge with.
He had to do it in payments because he paid cash for the ring. Right?
That was calculated.
That's good.
Can we talk about though how after the
All right, so now you're at Moe's. So now you decide that you're going to set up some photos at Moe's about,
This
what's
was
going
my
on.
idea.
That was your idea.
Yes, because I said we
nice
need
job.
Yeah, that's very good.
we need to
Okay.
prank Sully and sit on the same side of the
got me.
booth
So,
and send a picture.
so you did.
Oh,
the
you
same-
got him.
Winner, Allie.
Don't feel bad.
So
Sully,
you
they
did
got
the
me
same.
too.
Allie and Seth won. Sully nothing.
So you did the same side photo at Moe's,
Yes.
and and you just had the picture up there. So you set that
Good
up
burn.
there, and what was there like a wager back and forth on who thought that you guys were engaged at Moe's?
I didn't think anyone would think that we actually
Well,
got
they did
engaged
it
at
for the
Moe's.
Oh, they did.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So
they did the picture for the same side joke, which went zoom
Right,
right
yeah,
over my
right.
head.
yeah,
But
no,
the
see,
same
I
side?
got
'Cause
the
I
same
was
side.
stunned about that he proposed to her mom.
Right. That did seem like the
I
more
was sitting at
pressing
the
issue.
house and I literally saw that come up and I'm going, "You've got to be freaking kidding me!"
did
and
you
my
fall
wa-
for it?
I did. I thought he proposed it at the Moe's. I'm like, "What the hell?"
I would have got up and left.
I could tell you're in Saratoga.
I was like,
Yeah.
I said to Judy, I go, "Did he propose at Moe's? Like, put the ring in a burrito or something?"
Welcome to Moe's.
I thought you did it to get a free gift card.
Right
You
on
know,
top-
I-
And I
right
knew
on
that.
top of the clock.
And I knew that Andy Camp was doing the pictures, and I'm like, Andy's got to be beside himself right now, taking photos of an engagement at a Moe's.
You know what? He should watermark those
I
with his
didn't even know
name
that.
and
That
put them
should
back
be
up on
funnier.
Facebook.
Hey, would you like some queso? Okay.
I think the funniest thing is we were walking to the proposed spot, and you literally go, "Is that Andy Camp taking photos right there?"
Now, did
Of
you
the
ever
trees?
consider doing it at a hockey game like center ice?
Oh, jeez.
I would get murdered.
Which
Oh.
one?
I
would
told
hurt?
him if he ever did it publicly,
Done.
like at a restaurant, I'd get up and leave. And
Do
that
you?
would
Yeah,
be
that's
the
my
end of
girl.
it.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, you're all done, bud.
Yeah, it's we know who wears the pants and socks in that family.
And then you were surprised about the party. at
All
the
right, so
moment.
then the whole thing. So Sully, let's go back to the Moe's. So so we get the photos of the lovely, recently engaged couple that you believed were engaged at Moe's. So what do you do next?
Well, I don't think things all the way through, Dan. You guys
About
haven't
stock in
noticed
the
a
company.
pattern over the last 13 freaking weeks.
13 weeks. How many years now?
Well, so I we're all got the same group of friends. Unfortunately, one of them is Jeff Mead. So I texted Jeff and Tad and a couple other people.
Zach and
And then a group text and said, "You guys aren't going to believe this." I said, "But I can't figure this out." But again, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, that must be where their first date was.
Right. See,
You know what I mean? I was trying to
So-
find a reason besides that it was just Moe's.
do not feel bad.
So
My wife literally saw Allie this morning. They work at the same place, and literally, thought she came up this morning to Allie and was like, did you guys really get engaged at Moe's? So you are not the only
Yeah,
one
but
that
the
fell
thing-
for. We did not send group texts to a bunch of
yeah, the
people
rest of
around
us did
town.
not send
bunch. It was a,
it, like 47,
no,
47?
like
no.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, we come upstairs and I see Seth. And the very first question, I go, "Hey, did you really propose to her?" He goes, "No, you idiot. It was a joke." And I immediately go, "I'll be
Oh.
right back. I gotta go text a lot of people. I'll be back in a minute."
I should have changed my Facebook status.
So did you text anyone snacks? I mean, you
No,
saw
I
the
didn't
deal.
text anybody. I
No,
was just
I'd be
sitting
the only
there.
one
I'm
dumb
going-
enough to do that.
But did you say something to Judy?
Judy and I said something to her, and she goes, "No."
Really? That's
you got me.
So
So then let's get
so then I have to go and set the table for them to get here. So I send text I sent a text to Seth, letting him know he's a dumbass, and that he's got to come up and pick up the cords that he left. And
So that's why Allie fell for it, because you called him a dumbass.
I called him a dumbass.
I said, Dan's mad at you. We need to go.
Yes, right. See?
Is that the cord you forgot to charge your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I don't have the phone tonight.
And I brought it tonight. That's the only reason he has it.
That and the chips.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
why
So
you're
then
perfect.
you two showed up, and were you surprised, Allie, when you got up here and saw everybody here?
I was very surprised.
Oh, good. And were you happy that I wasn't mad?
Yes.
Okay.
Very
good.
happy.
I don't get mad often.
Just gonna say, do you get mad? When was the last time you were mad? Like legit.
Wasn't that long ago. I had a bad day. I was going through a moment,
So then
I can tell from section Q when he's having a bad day. Then I send him a text. Do you need me to come up?
Yeah.
You need a hug?
No. I
Do you
need
need
somebody
me
to
to come up and
clear
clean
people out.
house?
Oh,
There's times, and it's like, okay,
just ask.
I mean, I'm human too, just because I'm on medication doesn't mean I don't have feelings.
And then
Yeah.
then on Saturday, after we spent the night at the Queensbury Hotel, which was
Oh, you
awesome.
spent the night at the Queensbury.
Sure did.
Ooh.
Lavish.
We get to
Did you wine and dine at the Cube?
I was gonna say,
we did. We got a
nice.
we got a nice bottle of wine from Mr. Edmore.
Did you steal any
And,
towels or anything?
No, not when they know me. If they didn't know me, then
Borrowing
absolutely.
long term.
So
He sells them at the garage sale.
that
on
was
his
good.
phone.
And then we get to Saturday, and you can take it from there, because Saturday was a fever dream for you.
Oh, yeah.
You were
A
like,
what?
oh my
A
What the hell
god,
are you
dream?
talking about?
What's a fever dream?
I don't know.
We're old.
I don't know either.
What's
Where
a
did
fever
it-
dream there,
This just
Seth
took
Rowe?
a turn.
She had to
Shadow?
get it from her fainting couch.
It's from a league of their own.
A League of their Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Are you really quoting a woman's movie like that?
Yes. Anyway, so
Wow.
go to Saturday. What happened?
Brought to you
there?
by Tampax. I'm just being honest. I mean, if Seth's... Yeah, I mean, that's it right there. All right, get some Midol when you're finished.
Kenny's home right now rewriting the rules. Dan says Tampax, you take a shot.
So, a fever dream? What do you mean? That was just all a blur, that this was just a fantasy thing, and she'd go wake up next day?
No,
and
not
tell-
that. The
That it was
next
going to
part.
be the next part. You're going to wake up next day on Antonio Banderas or something like that?
No. So we stayed at the Whiteface Lodge,
Where's that?
Lake Placid.
Okay.
So
You know somebody there, don't you?
Yeah, Mike Kuhn.
Mike Kuhn.
I know Mike.
You know Mike
Yeah,
Kuhn
Mike's
too?
up there. He's the director of food and beverage.
What, my Mike Coon?
Yeah, you don't own him.
My second son.
What, did he
Mike
live on
was
your
up there.
couch?
They all live there. That kid. Oh my God.
All right, so
Love him.
you're there with Mike Kuhn at the White Beaver Lodge?
So we get there, and I swear these people thought that Seth was royalty. I thought they were going to bend down and kiss his
What?
nose.
The
Like,
kiss his
that's
nose?
where the toes.
Oh, toes.
I thought
That's
I
where the
heard
fever
nose too.
dream came in, because I was like, I kept looking at him going,
Don't-
what the?
Did you
hell
wake
is
up?
Don't you
going
know who
on
he
right
is?
now?
He's Seth.
He's
It's not a
huge
big
at
I was like,
Canadian
who?
TV.
Why does everyone know who he is, and why are they bowing down to him?
And why is that?
I don't know. We
I
got.
don't know.
we
Oh, wait a minute.
waited-
Let's go to the source. Snacks? Snacks?
So-
Why?
So Seth said that they were trying to do something nice. He wanted to do something nice for her. So he asked us as
Yeah.
a group if there was anything that he was trying to do. And I said, well, what do you want to go to Whiteface Lodge?
Yeah.
And he goes, I'd love to. And then everybody knows that it's a high end place to go. So I said, well, I know somebody up there. So I called Mike Kuhn and got him in contact with Seth, and they set it all up from there. And
Nice move.
they got,
Let's give it up for
Yeah.
Snacks.
Hank Pelton.
It's good to know people, I guess.
we appreciate it very much. And then
Yes,
we
very
were
much.
we were there in line, and we were
Cheers.
like
It's a
maybe
good one.
third or fourth in line, and we didn't mind waiting. And this
I hope
lady,
not.
this lady comes
Right.
flying out.
Mr.
and she
Cooper
goes-
had to wait.
and she goes, "Are you Mr. Cooper?" And I was like, and Allie and I look at each other, and we're like, "Yeah." And she's like, "We are so sorry that you had to wait. Congratulations
It
on
was like
your
they were going to bend down and
engagement."
kiss his toes.
We were like, what is
he was
going on?
royalty.
Yeah.
Oh.
If Michael, if you're watching this, I'll be up soon.
Nobody's kissing Snacks' toes. I'm just telling you that right now. Stay away from the toes. So they whisk you in.
Yeah.
And move you to the front of the line in
Mhm.
front of all the other peasants.
Yeah, basically.
So you're there, and the next thing you know it, you're getting waited on, you're pampered,
Mhm.
Somebody's changing Seth's diaper with, little Johnson & Johnson baby powder. So what else happens
The
after
stick.
this?
It's the deodorant stick.
It's the, oh, sorry, the
Yeah.
stick.
Yes, that's a shit.
Stick.
All right, so
They know about that?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm
I don't even.
kidding.
Oh, hey!
That's a joke.
That's funny.
I don't even want to
Murderous.
ask.
That was perfect.
Man, if she could run the computer stuff, we would keep her.
That was good.
Tim, I see what you meant.
Yeah. So now you're getting pampered and you're moved to the front line. What happens after that?
They start giving us stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Start giving you
The
stuff?
lady's like, we're so sorry we had to make you wait. Here's some drink coupons. Here's this. Here's that. I was like, okay.
When are you going to take the rest of the boys up there, man?
I gotta go see Coon.
Yeah, let's go.
Dang,
See
man.
you later. We're out of
Listen,
here.
when I went up there
When's
for my niece's wedding,
Yeah.
the bartender standing there, and all of a sudden, they're like, I go, "We want something to drink," and I said, "Yeah, I want some Jack Daniels, Jack and Coke." We don't have that here. I was like, okay. So then I saw Mike. Next thing you know, they're coming over. They're grabbing me. We have Jack Daniels for you now. We have it on the bar. We have it on the bar now. It's there.
Wow.
So and I didn't, like I said, I don't care.
So when is the Talking Smack retreat?
Hey, you know what? It's funny, but I bet you we could call Mike. And we
So
could
what's
go-
his title up there?
I believe, is the director of food and beverage up there now.
Okay.
But he
Oh, good
played.
for
You
him.
got his
So
number?
he took the food and beverage job.
I do
instead
have
of
his
the TV
number.
job?
Yes.
If you called him right now and told him you're here with me,
HBIC, head beverage in charge.
I've seen that kid do some
Well,
stupid,
I mean,
stupid stuff.
it's a connection, but he played high school football at Glens Falls.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great
He
kid.
gets
He's
it.
great.
Mikey Coon's
He's a
a guy
great
that gets
kid.
it.
That's
He
awesome.
he took your spot at Sandy Sully.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it
I
happens.
wasn't exactly the cleanup.
Wait, Mike Coon, bartender at Sandy?
Worked there for years.
Little Michael?
Yeah.
He started at the door. He worked there.
Yeah.
He had
Oh,
the
at
keys
door. He worked at the door.
No, he bartended. He was he was good. He had the keys to the car, and he just
Could he make a sex on the beach?
Can you?
Hey,
I had to ask him every time.
whoever his bakers are makes some mean chocolate chip cookies. I
Oh.
got the
You
recipe
gotta-
from him.
you got to know Coon.
Yeah.
Richie loved him. He had the keys to the car. He didn't make it halfway down the block, and he smashed right into a freaking fire hydrant. That's Coon.
Oh my God. So that was cool. Well,
Then he went to
congratulations.
Alaska.
That's
Thank you.
and getting treated like royalty in the whole 9 yards.
I know.
Listen, that's as good as it's going to get. So don't expect that
Yeah.
treatment.
I
It
was
wasn't
gonna
from
say,
Seth.
That is, one way to really start it off, man.
Wow. Did he
Wow.
did he tell you to reconsider when you go up there to get married?
Did he
Mike.
try selling you to get
No, he
married
wouldn't
at
do
the,
that.
at the White Beaver?
No,
No?
and we're not. We
What's
already.
the name of
we
What's the
are-
name of What's the name of the place?
Whiteface Lodge.
White Face. Oh, why would I get White Beaver?
They're not
I
a
was gonna
sponsor
say-
yet. It's okay. White Fang. Did you say White Fang?
Where did I get White Beaver?
Nice
Yeah,
beaver.
well,
Let's get
Where-
sponsored first,
where-
boys. Hold on a
where-
minute. You're really overselling it, guys.
I
Where
think
is
I'm having that fever dream.
we do have a ton of super chats to get to, but I know that we're gonna get a break in. So
But everything went well over the weekend.
Everything was great.
And you're
Yeah,
still
great
engaged.
weekend.
And you're still
Still
engaged.
engaged.
Yeah. Congratulations.
You made it.
Allie.
How much time is left?
With that, we're going to take our first break. More Talking Smack right after this.
Oh, that's a mic drop.
Talkin' Smack is on the air, and it's brought to you by The Bullpen on Glen Street in downtown Glens Falls. The Bullpen, a favorite among locals, whether it's lunch, dinner, takeout, a night out, pregame, or postgame, The Bullpen is the place to go. The Bullpen's second floor contains Suite 216, the banquet room, perfect for hosting private functions for under 100 people. Chef Pam and a team offer a plethora of incredible food options for each guest. They offer a wide variety of menu options for everyone. Gluten-free and children's options are plentiful. Please let your server know if you have any allergy restrictions, and the Bullpen will be glad to accommodate you. The Bullpen on Glen Street, downtown Glens Falls. GNS Printing, providing solutions, not just printing, has been the place for printed products and competitive prices and unbeatable service in the Glens Falls, Queensbury, Lake George, South Glens Falls, Saratoga regions, and up and down the East Coast. Family owned and operated by Tim Cooper, GNS represents his two children. Gabby and Seth tells you everything you know that this is truly more than just a business. It's family, celebrating its 24th year in the printing business. GNS Printing is your place for all your printing needs. Whether it's stationery products such as letterheads, envelopes, business cards, notepads, cut sheet form, marketing products such as brochures, presentation folders, postcards, newsletters, door hangers, posters, banners, trade show booths, rubber stamp ideal self-inking stamps, die plate dater stamps, handwood stamps, seal presses and embossers, continuous form carbonless forms, card carbon interleave forms, single or multi-part forms, unit sets, handwritten forms, carbonless stud and edge glued, carbon interleaved, all sizes available, checks, laser checks, continuous checks, uniset checks, pegboard checks, 3-on-a-page checks, label stocking, custom labels, laser labels, mailing labels, direct thermal labels, thermal transfer labels, barcode labels, graphic art design, custom design logos, artwork, brochures, forms, whether you need a single one-time order of business cards or a complete company analysis of all your printed products, G&S Printing is here to help, offering the most customized, friendly, reliable service with competitive pricing you will find anywhere. Call G&S Printing today, 518-232-2465. The Adventure Family Fun Center, the ultimate place for your class trip, after prom party, family reunion, or social event of the year. The 1,000-foot outdoor go-kart track is the largest and most exciting in the area. Take a spin on the Le Mans indoor go-kart track. Get your friends together and face off in their multi-level laser tag arena. Buckle up and hop into an adrenaline-pumping round of bumper cars. Score the ultimate gaming experience in the arcade and test your target skills on our all-new airsoft range. Adventure Family Fun Center, offering several different adventure specials, including birthday party packages that come with your own party room. You're home to the best in family fun in the Lake George region. It's the Adventure Family Fun Center on Route 9 in Queensbury. Oscar Smokehouse on Raymond Lane in Warrensburg. Why don't you stop on by and see what they're smoking? Oscar Smokehouse has a great selection of smoked meats and cheeses. They carry a number of specialty items like their More Than Mustard, maple syrup, cheese spreads, beef jerky, and apparel. You'll also find a wide selection of meats including chicken, sausage, bacon, ham, plus their homemade stuffed burgers, salads, ribs, and steaks. Oscar Smokehouse on Raymond Lane in Warrensburg. Come on by and see what they're smoking.
Hey, we're back.
Hey.
It's Talking Smack. Where the hell's RJ?
He went
Off
potty.
taking a squeege.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Fixing the heat.
we were gonna do something with RJ here to kick off the segment, but we'll kick off the next segment with that instead. Do we want to
Go right into
super
it.
chats?
We can go to super chat.
1, 2, 3.
Super chats.
Mackenzie Angersall says, "Get her done." Appreciate
Well,
it.
thanks, Big Mac. Big
Wow,
Mac
that's
taking it.
that's a name we haven't heard in a while, huh?
Actually, I hear from Big Mac every once in a while. Big Mac's claim to fame. He used to work at Target. So when he left Target, he kept his Target vest and his name tag. So then when the Black Friday sales came along, he got out and he was there at like 4:30, put on his vest, put on his name
They
tag,
let him right in.
and he walked right in, stood by the TVs.
That's thinking outside the box.
Hold on. He
Dude,
stands by
that's-
the TVs. He goes, takes his name tag off, goes up, buys the TV. He's out of there. Big Mac,
Yeah.
genius,
Big
my man.
Mac.
Love that.
Genius.
Wow.
Thanks,
That
brother.
is using your noggin right
That's
there. man.
impressive.
We used to
It
make
is.
up fake name tags at Walmart.
What?
We'd make up fake name tags because people would offer you $20 for a name tag because they figured they could get in. So we'd make up fake name tags and they go, "You got to go around the back." Right? They'd walk around
Yeah.
the back and the guy didn't doing security. We go, "We don't have anybody named Ron here."
Who was that? You and Brando, or
No, when I was
At
an
Walmart.
assistant manager at Walmart, we used to sell them
I
name
don't
tags
remember
for
those. I
$20.
don't remember those days.
No, people would they would
You
stand
were
in
an
line.
assistant manager at Walmart?
Yeah.
How long? Don't give me the look. That's a legit question.
Well,
How
why-
long ago?
Oh,
I'm just
a long
question.
time
How long?
ago.
Well,
Okay.
Cisco
Over
was
20
gone.
years ago.
Was that when it was
No,
just opening up on
You
Route
see
9?
that?
Yeah.
It was a legit question.
No, well, it's trying to figure
I
out
was
why
gonna-
you were
Cisco
making
was
like
there. So
like,
just
like you
curious.
were so shocked that I was an assistant manager.
I just didn't know that. That's all.
Okay.
We thought you'd be the actual manager. That's why we're.
And why weren't you district manager? That's what he was really insinuating.
No, I
I just didn't know that. That was a legit
Time for another
super chat.
There's
Thank God.
21 more, so hang
Go ahead.
tight. Stevie Wonder says, "Let's go. Congrats again, Mr. Producer."
Thanks,
He
Stevie.
became Mr. Reproducer now. All right. Joe Davino says, "Congratulations. Thank you, sir." Butch Durkin says, "Nice job, Snacks."
Yeah.
Props to the snacko.
Jeffrey Bean says, "You had me at Jack Daniels." Sully, your mother says, "Congratulations. Thank you so
Not
much."
to you, Sully.
What'd you win?
She's saying congratulations to Seth, not
Oh,
to
okay.
you.
The Wet Noodle says, "Plug him in." Shadow Sai. Melissa L. Palmer says, "Poor Seth. Congratulations, Seth. This is now Facebook official." The Wet Noodle also says, "I thought he had the staff yell the question instead of 'Welcome to Moe's. Will you marry me?'" It's actually
That would have been good.
That would have been
that's
good.
pretty good, actually.
But you didn't do that.
Mike Sullivan says, Sully, you don't think things through, ?
That would be your son.
Jim
Shrimp
Wow.
Scampi too. Shrimp Scampi too.
Tim
Tater.
Jackstead says, does Seth
Tater's
always
brother.
watch women's movies? Well, not always, but that depends, and they stay free. Thank you, Tim.
It's got wings. Does that mean he can fly? No, silly.
Melissa L. Palmer says, OMG, Mike Kuhn was the best bouncer and a bartender. She also says, trust men, remember, his dad was a great friend. And Gia S says, congrats, Seth and all. And those are our super chats. Remember, $10 or more will get you
Wow.
a nickname from our cast of characters.
A lot of love for the shadow.
A lot of love for Allie. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not about Seth at all. We all know that's the truth. I mean, any of us guys that are married, we all know
He's right there, Dan.
who.
Seth.
You sit right next to you.
Allie can hear it too.
You know, it's hello, McFly. No, that's
How did you propose to Lisa?
Oh, this is a good story.
So it was New Year's Eve. So then what happened is that my family from Whitehall's down, and we went after the hockey game. Was my family and my best friend Dave Bodak. So we're all over to Early Times, and I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to ask her to marry me tonight. But what do you have to get engaged?
A ring.
Guess what Dan didn't have? A ring. So that's not going to stop Dan. So what does Dan do? We're there at Early Times. So
Early time.
yeah. So two of your friends were sitting at the bar. Two of my old guys I used to work with are sitting at the bar. T and Jim Allen.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I
they
knew
were
exactly
they
who
were-
you
they-
were
the two of them were sitting
Exactly.
at the bar. So what happens is all right, I got to get a friggin' ring. So I got to do something. So what I do is I
Should buy one off Bonehead at the bar.
No, I take a straw wrapper and, I use my Boy Scout skills and I braid it. I put it together and I, tie it off and I make a ring. And I ask Lisa to marry me with a straw wrapper ring. And she still has that straw wrapper ring. So that's, that was, and then we did get the eventually, so I was really poor at that time. Right.
Sure.
So the only ring I had was ring around the collar. That wasn't Lisa's fault. That was my own. So So how did you propose there, Snack?
Oh my God, I don't remember.
Okay, good for you, Johnny.
I was actually also on New Year's Eve. We were actually we went to a New Year's Eve party where we knew the band, and we'd actually gotten up on stage to play a song. And after we got I played the guitar, she sang, and afterwards I handed my guitar to my buddy who was the singer at the time, and I dropped down to one knee. And it was on the Millennium. So it was, July 3rd or December 31st, 1999.
Oh, Y2K-ish.
Yes. We got engaged right at Y2K on the
Just before everything
stage,
crumbled.
right on the stage at Sharky's in East Durham, New York.
Ooh.
Irish drinking capital of that county. I forget.
Brad, how did you do it?
So I actually had the good fortune. I proposed on May 18th, 518. It's my area code, so I wouldn't forget.
Good work.
That's good. That's good.
I used that.
That was smart.
And then 518 the next year was a Saturday. And so we got married a year later. So
man.
518. So
Look at you.
Dude.
I got nailed on it though. So I do a little bit of magic with some sleight of hand stuff, nothing that I'm very good at. But when I was on a train conductor, I did a few tricks on the train. But so I made a flower appear, and I said, make this ring, blah blah. Turned her into a wife. But I gave it away because I did ask for the best lighting when we went to go get seated.
Oh.
And so she was very piqued her interest.
So
as to,
she had a clue.
So she was already honed in. But I had gone and seen her dad and gotten permission and all that good jazz. So I was
Nice.
in good hands.
Sully, I'm not going to ask you.
He was
I
wriggling
was
in his
looking
seat.
forward to the story.
definitely
bud.
wriggling.
Story, really?
You weren't good at it. The whole marriage
I'll
thing.
tell you.
All right, go ahead.
Come
Go ahead.
on, we
All right,
need
let's
a
go.
story at this
Welcome
point.
to Sully Speak.
It's so Sully too. It's so stupid. So shockingly, the girl that I was with, she was pregnant,
Wow.
and
Okay.
That does tend to happen in
pregnancy, I'm sure.
marriage wasn't really on the agenda. But back then, like my dad said, you really should kind of do the right thing, and I wasn't really enthused about it. So,
So you went in half-hearted?
So hand to God, I did this.
Uh-oh.
You tried.
I can't wait.
This has got bad written all over
Oh
it.
my God,
I know the
I want to
story.
start filling in the blanks.
I know, right?
I was working at Whiteman Chevrolet at the time, so I bought the ring. And I went home at lunchtime, and I was going to propose. And she was in the shower, so I left the ring on the kitchen table and went back to work.
Jesus H, what is wrong with you?
I mean,
Oh my God.
now your mother is watching this tonight.
We do have a
Super chat.
from Sandy Sullivan.
Oh wait, here's your mom. Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
Who has sent not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 laughing emojis. Is this a good segue?
That's a two.
So wait, so did she like call you up and like at work and be like, oh yes, I
I
love
do.
it. I do. Right, exactly.
You
She
made me the
gush over
happiest
phone?
thing in the world.
No, I feel
Believe it or
slighted.
not, it didn't work.
Wait, you're saying that that didn't work? It's the
Yeah,
magic
that's-
wasn't
I
there.
actually
I'm
did
surprised,
that.
man.
Daniel, in this segment, I kind of feel slighted. You didn't come to me.
RJ, let me ask about you and your engagements.
Crickets.
Dan, back to you. Yeah, okay.
Back to you.
We'll talk about that in a couple weeks.
We'll talk about that when we have coming up. We have relationship experts.
After that story,
Dr. Richard,
Just stick to it.
Dr.
Fake it till you
Richard
make it.
Stockdale.
I can write scripts.
Dr. Richard Stockdale and his assistant PA in love, Michael Sullivan. So we're going to have our Valentine's Day edition coming up on the 11th of February, brought to you by
It's one more chapter. I believe.
One More Chapter. That's right, One More Chapter. So
I had to think of it because I always
The
get it.
bookstore on Ridge, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
the new
yeah,
bookstore
just
on
one more
Ridge.
chapter.
Oh, there you go.
Just
Yeah,
one
I've
more,
seen 'em.
just one more chapter.
You
That's what
see
it
the
was.
doctors
Just
of
one more.
love right there. RJ Stockdale, otherwise known as
ridiculous
Dr.
picture
Richard
of me.
Stockdale, and rock and roll.
The open shirt really sells it.
It's what it
Wow.
is. That chest hair just flowing right out of there, right to the nostrils.
I look like one of the Menendez brothers. The bald one.
Sandy Sullivan, run the other way.
Oh my!
When they took that picture, do you have a fan blowing in your face?
He thought he was in Whitesnake, but no, he's just a snake.
He was getting geared up to meet Bruce Springsteen.
Oh,
right, all
Yeah,
right.
we should have Sully and him go over to just one more chapter and get a picture in front of the love story now.
Oh,
Well,
my God,
we
yes.
do need new headshots. We're just waiting for Andy to feel better to come in and take pictures of all the guys here. So
yeah, hopefully he's feeling better.
Yeah,
He's down and out.
yeah, after being outside in the cold for Allie and Seth, he came down with some freaking jungle crud. Now he's no good to anybody. Thanks, guys.
This is a
Yeah,
great.
way
This
to
is
go,
a
Shad.
nice way to segue in. It's time for our second week of What's Setting Sully Up.
You got to know things to Sully Penn.
Really?
I love the
That's
horse.
awesome.
I was gonna say that's one.
Sully, the floor is yours.
Hey!
What is setting off
Nice job. Way to
Sully?
go, Seth Rowe.
Yes.
Nice job. Who did that?
I did.
I did.
So what's setting Sully off this
Well,
week?
there was a couple things. We'll stick with the rundown, though.
You go to the other one afterwards.
All right.
Okay.
So, Facebook.
Can I say one thing before he starts?
Yeah.
Did that picture of love were you pointing to a thing of Tang?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
Proceed.
Wait a minute. You know what's
bring it back up.
I know last week he was holding the bobblehead and you couldn't tell what he was
I
doing. He's
know.
like, woo.
Oh, that is a thing of Tang. I have Tang in my office.
Oh yes,
I
yeah,
get
it.
it's so
Yeah,
part
no,
astronaut.
Pammy does a squeeze Tangs. She puts it in everything.
She put squeeze. Pam's got
Foofy.
squeeze
She
Tang.
does foofy.
Everything.
She's got squeeze Tang.
Pam does foofy.
Does Dave know about this?
The astronauts like Tang too.
I love Tang. I mean, it's
I'm pro
I-
Tang. It's like, isn't it like
I'm
a thing now?
pro-Tang.
You have it there. We all have to take a picture with it.
when you step into the studios,
Yes, it's a-
you know, when I'm on in the morning, if you step in and I got the Tang out, you got to
It's
take
like
a picture.
during,
with
it's like
Tang.
in October, November. You usually have it.
I mean,
in
I
there.
love Tang. I mean, it's. Is there anybody here who doesn't love Tang?
It's good
No,
stuff.
it's good.
I mean,
Orange.
it's delicious.
It's orange.
It's good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's it's better than the orange drink.
It's not
I mean,
just for
Agreed.
breakfast anymore.
Agreed.
no. I mean, I always wanted to be a freaking astronaut because I drank Tang.
All right, Sally, go ahead.
So, Sully, what's setting you off?
So,
Tang?
I'm pro Tang.
Okay.
So we all use Facebook. I use it personally.
Hold
If I
on.
see-
One person doesn't.
Well, he
except for
doesn't
RJ.
Don't speak
so
for me.
if I see something entertaining, or if I'm promoting a party or a
Yeah.
get together or whatnot, or if I find something that amuses me, I'll post something. But
You're amused a lot.
fair enough.
That's why
Somebody
I love you,
getting
brother.
engaged at Moe's amused you.
Look at the
But
Moe's.
wouldn't everybody be amused by that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
so here's the thing that drives me crazy, and then this is the classic. Someone will go on Facebook and they'll go, pray for me. But I don't want to talk about it.
But hold on.
Or-
you praying for anyone.
Well, that's not to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
But
Yes, but
I'm just hoping for a second conversation when my time comes.
Maybe you'll see Dad on the way up or down.
Yeah, so
I'm not really sure.
still waiting for his credentials. Or I'm at the emergency room and then nothing. I don't. You put your stuff out there.
yeah, it's like
Because you're
hey,
begging
look at
for
me,
you're
look at me.
begging for a response.
But don't ask why.
Or they're under
But
anesthesia.
Good call on that, Brad.
You're
I like that.
begging. You're begging for a response. You want the attention, but not all the attention.
No.
Right?
But you are.
But so
Keeping
why?
it
Just
ambiguous.
why?
I mean, I am.
just
Ugh.
or the people that dump the relationship issues out on Facebook. That's
Oh,
another one.
That's
Right.
why Allie and I aren't
Crazy.
public until yesterday.
Shut up, Seth.
I was
Okay.
gonna say nobody asked you, Cooper.
I don't know.
But
Just-
She gets half of everything.
Public.
Half. Just, and she will take it and
Hold
live
on.
with your parents and you will be gone.
You know who he's
Well,
reminding me of? And Fufu.
Foo-foo.
Eddie, I am a medical woman now. I will
I know
not.
what's coming to me.
Well, I know. Yeah, I'm doing it. I know there's one thing she can't take half of.
What's that?
What's all I want?
When in doubt,
Sorry.
leave it out. All right.
Oh,
So you're upset about people on Facebook putting
Yeah,
their.
just keep your
putting their
private
crap
shit
out
to
there.
yourself. That's all. I mean, it's entertain me.
All right. So
Make me
Kenny
laugh.
Lachazy's going 1 right now. Okay. Just letting you know.
Oh, that counts?
Shit.
Oh, I thought only the F word counted. He was counting everything. That doesn't
No.
count.
Okay. All right. Doesn't count then. If you said it doesn't count, it doesn't count.
He's amending the rules as we speak.
My grandfather said one time he hadn't had a drink in 6 weeks. My father goes, "But Dad, I saw you the other night. You were blind drunk." It's beer. Same thing.
6 weeks total, not consecutive.
Beer doesn't count.
I haven't drank liquor in 19 years. It's a fact.
Well, all right. So
Anyway,
But
just
I agree.
keep the private shit to yourself. Entertain me.
Oh,
amuse me.
here we go.
So, I saw something the other day on the social. Now, I use social media for a lot of things. People that follow me on social media know I'm somewhat of an idiot. I like to have fun. I don't take myself seriously on the Facebook or anything. It's like when I post up, "Hey, thank you for all the birthday wishes." And our birthday is June 15th.
Or
I
your,
yelled at you at the Civic Center.
Yeah, I know.
or your ECHL plaque.
Yeah, and things like I'm a jerk. I mean, I like to have fun. So then
Absolutely.
when I see somebody airing out their crap, there was somebody, and I'm leaving this dude's name out.
Oh yeah.
He's got this thing with his ex.
Oh
and,
God.
And he's got videos, he's got documentation.
Nobody gives a shit.
And he's got these legal things and everything. I'm like,
Right?
I'm
Nobody gives a
embarrassed for
shit.
And then, what about the kids? You should have thought of that before you posted all this garbage up on the Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
They should put,
Listen, if I had him for a son, I'd be posting that crap up there too, TC. But it annoys me. I mean, it's like, what are you doing to your kids?
So I will tell you though, there's a study that was done. It was a Dr. Emoto, and you can look this up. He was a Japanese scientist.
Hi.
So he did an experiment. So he froze water while speaking to it and saying different words. And so they've repeated the experiment with other things. But so the water, if you spoke to it kindly, it froze in beautiful crystalline patterns, symmetrical and beautiful. The ones that he spoke to negatively were in chaotic patterns.
Yeah.
So, and you can do this at home with white rice.
do you know where this guy is? Because I want the shit he's
Yeah,
smoking.
exactly. No, but so I've done this at home.
5, I swore.
But
Yeah.
I know what I know.
So-
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
Lucchese.
you make a batch of white rice, right? Put it in 3 jars, put the lid on it, spin them around, pick one for good, one for bad, one for neutral. The one that's good every day, say thank you to it just once for 30 days. The negative one, call it you idiot. Something that doesn't have to be anything. curse
Dude, are you
words.
sure he didn't
Use
just spend a
thank
lot
you
of
and
time
you idiot.
watching Ghostbusters Part 2?
No, I
Are
swear.
you sure it wasn't the
No.
slime under the building?
No, not the whole time. But again, so within 30 days, the negative rice that you said whatever to will be 13 shades of mold you've never seen. The one that you spoke to positively will still look white like you could eat it, and the one that's neutral that you don't talk to will be yellowed.
Wow.
But it really, so it's like
Actually,
Billy
we had
Floyd's
talked
locked
about this
in.
before.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's his, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, it's what you put out there. So again, it's the pray for me. or the woe is me. I mean, you can have it. It goes to our pregame conversation as well. I mean, there's a lot of woe me-ism, versus doing for yourself and putting it out there, thinking of that positive way, and trying
So
to
do
move in
better,
that
Sully.
direction.
We need
Yeah,
you,
that
we
was
need you to do
freaking
better.
deep.
No,
I know.
sorry.
I'm not even
No,
sure.
like-
Can you text that to me?
Yeah, just watch it on the replay. Watch it on the replay.
Actually, Brad and I had actually talked about that
Yeah.
before. We were just hanging out. We were at
It was one of the
one of the-
away games.
down at Heritage Hall,
Yeah,
and we were
playoffs.
talking about that. Yeah, once in a while I get deep.
That's
man.
what you were talking about.
I'm not
True.
kidding. We were.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
We were. Oh, what's that mean?
Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer. Hey,
Oh,
how's it going? Thanks for
Nate
tuning
goes
in.
back.
Away we go.
He says, we used to set up, Johnny, help me out with that word, please.
Wait. Oh, we used to set up metal mucil stands as kids because it tasted the same as Tang and it was half the price.
All right. So the question, Nate, was Stevie involved in any of that crap?
Oh my!
Because he used to hang out with Stevie and that
Metamucil
crew.
instead of Tang.
my
That's
God.
that is
Metamucil
the
instead of
gift that
Tang.
keeps on
Oh
giving.
my God!
That'll
That's-
keep you
that-
regular.
Your Stevie?
Makes
Yeah.
you sleepy, doesn't it?
Oh boy!
No,
Lord.
Metamucil.
Oh.
It's
That keeps you going.
Yeah, that's
cleans
that
you out.
fiber supplement.
Yeah.
Super chat.
Tim Jackson says, quote, asking for a friend, ...
Mm-hmm.
JS sends a laughing emoji. Nathan Brimmer once again says, Brad's head is fun with that beard because it looks the same when it's upside down.
No, I got a 5 head. I'm actually got way more skin showing.
The thing about it is, if we know Nate. Nate probably
Yeah,
is sitting there
that's the-
actually watching it upside down to see what you look like.
Nathan Brimmer also says, no, this was the work of 8-year-olds.
The Metamucil was
that was
8-year-olds.
pre-Steve.
Oh wow! Okay.
Pre-mill.
Before,
Sandy
Stevie
Sullivan chimes in.
She's drinking sangria tonight.
I'm with her.
She
Yeah,
says,
she's
oh,
drinking.
no, are you all gone crazy to let him do it?
What, you or him?
No, I think she means the what's
she's the
what's
bug
Sully.
out
Sully. Sully off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your mom. She's chiming in here.
I'm aware.
You can't get away from this. I mean, the statute of limitations is never ending, and her reach is beyond
Forever.
beyond everywhere.
It's cold down there, Sandy, isn't it? Florida's got some snow on the ground.
I'm going down in 2 weeks.
Are you really?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I land at like 5:40 on Tuesday. I'll be coming in hot.
Oh, really? Oh, and Sully Air One, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all right, that'll be fun. That'll be our Valentine's Day. That'll be our
No. I come home on the 4th.
the 4th. Okay, Whew. Man, oh man,
Can't compromise the big show.
No, not when you're a relationship expert. I mean, you gotta
The
do
Tuesday before the big Friday.
Could you imagine if we streamed him from down there with his mother actually being right
Oh
there?
my God!
No, you can't. Kenny Legez would make a lot of money. Not off me. He'd have to have one of those counters.
Just
That
something
better-
up in the corner,
I didn't
you know what
invent this gig.
It better go to 4 digits.
I don't.
Super chat.
I don't think she finished the sentence. She just said.
No shit, Mom.
She just said Valentine, whatever
Yeah.
that means.
She means a Valentine's show. So that's my
Okay.
father's biggest bitch about my mother.
Here
No,
we
listen,
go.
no.
Here we go.
Where's all the dirty laundry? Is that?
Allie, get used to this. Oh, maybe Seth should. So my mother would have a thought, but only say the second half of it and leave my father to guess the first half.
So you had to fill the blank.
Yeah, she
fill in
would
the
think
blank.
of something, and then she would only say like the second half
It's like
of the
Mad
thought.
Libs. It's like
Connect
playing
the
Mad
So
Libs.
my
Right.
father would be like,
I need a verb and a noun.
Yeah, and she would.
Really? So you just insert words into whatever, and
Yeah, so
then
you
you wonder why you screw things
so,
up.
so then he'd get
What's
pissed,
the
pick a fight,
setting?
and go to the whistle stop.
The whistle stop. Yeah.
Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer says, if you only drank Glens Falls water in the 1980s, you got cancer. If you drank from the Metamucil stand, you got cancer and the shits.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, Nate. Oh, your kid's inheritance going right to talking
that's
smack.
awesome.
Thank you.
as long as we don't bring up the Red Wings banner that took this week, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, no. We're not.
That
gonna-
unleashed the fury.
Yeah.
I was watching that on the replay, and that was a ding, 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 ding.
There was a lot
Yeah.
of fury that was going on with that. That was all right. So you had another thing that was setting you off this week, Sully. You remember?
It wasn't really setting me up, but I want everybody's opinion.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So my mother sends me these oranges from Florida every year.
They're delicious, by the way.
They are. They're called Honey Belt. They're available a few weeks a year. I get them for Christmas. So I always have a couple in my car. Well, I had one in the morning, so I was in half into one. And I saw one of my drivers at a stop. So I pull in to check on him and see how they're doing and whatnot. So as I'm talking to him, I said, hey, you like oranges? He said, yeah. And I had half of the orange left. I said, would you like a few pieces? These come from Florida. And he goes, you're offering me half an orange? Like he was pissed. And I went, well, yeah. And he goes, reaches into his pocket. Goes, well, you want half my Rolade? I go, that's not the same thing.
Wow.
So, but it's not like I took a bite of an apple and said, you
or
want
watermelon or
All right, so let's go.
banana.
So
Let's go around the
is
round
that
table. We'll start.
fine.
We'll
Is
start
that,
with
am I
you,
out
Seth.
of line there?
Is
Would
he
you
out of
take
line,
it?
Seth?
Would you take the orange?
Would you
pieces
take the pieces of slices of orange? Yes or no?
It depends. Sometimes you got to carry a little sugar around with you, then you get sweet.
All right, Johnny Pratt.
Well, it depends.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no idea.
He's still
what the hell
he's still
is.
living the weekend.
He's in a fever dream right now.
He's still on Whiteface Mountain.
He's waiting for
right there at
potato
the White
chips.
Beaver
Allie.
Lodge.
Okay, so was it just like something you like ripped open with your hand and offered him like a half like ripped orange, or was it
there
like,
any peel?
or was it like orange
So good.
slices?
That's a great question. So these oranges are so good, they're so easy to peel, but they actually sit. No, so the piece I offered was actually sitting in half of the. What would you call it?
The rind.
The rind?
The rind.
Peel.
Yeah. So no, it wasn't like I handed him a raw orange in my hand to hand. It was in a. It was
But
still in the rind, kind of.
It was still skin on it.
So it's unprotected.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right, so Brad.
How often do you think you wash your hands?
Okay.
There's a lot of crud going around.
Sully, I love you, buddy, but you might be on the wrong
That's the only
side of the
consideration.
fence.
You know
Only
what?
consideration.
If I'm wrong, hey,
No, but if it still had the
I'm
peel
not
on it,
right,
it wasn't
Barry,
just
I'm not-
in your hands. I mean, I've got a 7-year-old.
good point. Good
So, I
point
mean, I'm
about
doing
good
the,
point
you know,
about
the
everybody being
little
sick. I didn't take that
tangerine
into
thing.
consideration.
I mean, the vitamin C might help prevent
That's what I was gonna
scurvy
say.
and the illness.
Keep in mind,
You
the
know?
guy over has fucking diesel fuel and oil all over his fucking hands.
He wants the extra
Just
benzene.
saying.
Sorry,
He
Kevin.
wants the extra benzene with his Rolade.
So just saying.
I'm going ding, ding,
Right,
ding,
half
ding.
a Rolade now. Do you want to lick it or bite it?
RJ?
RJ
No, I
would-
know RJ's answer. He doesn't, I don't like oranges.
Oh, he rolled his eyes.
I've never had a piece of fruit in my life. I have Starburst in my pocket.
If you
Artificial fruit only.
if you count grilled
No,
10% real
bullshit.
juice.
I call bullshit.
if you count grilled chicken, French fries, and ketchup as
Only
a
the Bloody
vegetable
Mary.
or a fruit, bang,
But
you're
I do
in.
have another thing to say.
Okay. Oh,
So think of the movie Vacation with
Huh.
Randy Quaid and Chevy Chase. And he
Okay.
says, I bet you could use a cool one. And he gives him the berries already drinking out of. That's what I think of there.
I didn't make out with the orange and give it to him.
I don't
Was,
know why
was
you're
that the same
half
movie where
orange.
she got in there and stirred up the Kool-Aid with her hand?
I believe so.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. All right. So hold on. We're not. You can hold on to that super chat. Snacks.
I eat raw hamburger.
Yes.
No, he eats Alpo.
he eats
He
Alpo.
eats Alpo.
He's-
Yeah,
Was
right.
that in week 1 or week 2? Because
Fair enough.
I did know that for some
Oh,
reason.
and you with the MREs,
there's
like
not
here,
a
the
lot
last fucking meal you'd ever have on Earth. You're not
two,
gonna have the
two,
orange.
Those are delicious.
I need the gong. But you won't eat half an orange, but you'll eat 8 packs of MREs.
The MREs were sealed up and all that. I didn't happen to see whomever just hand me a piece
He
of
was all over
like,
it all.
open fruit.
I would
man.
have
I'm
taken the
sorry.
fruit from you because
Thank
the
you,
vitamin C.
Dan Miner.
Because I mean,
Yeah,
you know
you would
what?
throw it on the ground.
I'd move that body for you.
That body- Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer. I like Sully asking for the word rind, like we're shifting through 75 synonyms.
Like for what?
Like you're sifting through 75 synonyms.
Oh, yeah. I struggled. I'll give you that. I
skin,
struggled there,
the
Nate.
peel, the
Joe-
shell.
Thank
Joe
you. What were we
DeVino, Joe DeVino says, "How about the veggies on those Whoppers, RJ?"
No pickles, no nothing. I'm a hamburger guy. I don't eat hot cheese. Have you been watching the show, kid?
Can't mix dairy and beef.
Where you been?
Yeah, we don't. You don't want to mix it.
Listen, it's wash your sister sauce and cottage cheese, and that's it.
That's true.
And with
I will
that,
say I've tried
that
because of
is-
you, and I'm a convert. So thank you.
And with that, that we got that meat out of the way. We'll take another break. This is Talking Smack live from the bullpen. We'll be back with more right after this.
Brought to you by Clean It Out Containers and Junk Removal Service. Do you have a lot of junk or waste to remove from your home? Clean It Out Containers and Junk Removal offers compact and cost-effective dumpsters and other waste removal services, such as appliance removal and estate cleanouts. Based out of South Glens Falls, Clean It Out Containers is a family-owned and operated dumpster rental business that provides convenient roll-off dumpster services. Whether you have a garage full of junk, extra scrap metal to dispose of, or even organic waste like lawn debris and branches, they have you covered. Clean It Out Containers also features highly competitive rates and flexible rental times. You can easily select a service on their website and then pick a date or time that works for you. Call and book via phone. Brought to you by GA Bove Fuels. At GA Bove Fuels, they take pride in providing timely and reliable oil and propane delivery services. Whether you're located in the Lake George and Glens Falls regions of New York or as far away as the Bennington, Vermont area, we are able to serve you. They encourage you to contact them today and learn more about their propane and oil delivery services, as well as the other work they complete for you. Whether you need a minor furnace repair, complete AC installation, or routine HVAC system maintenance, GA Bove's fully trained and certified technicians will help you out. In addition to the heating and cooling work, they also supply premium diesel, gas blends, heating oil, wood pellets, and other fuel delivery options to properties across the entire Northern Capital Region. GA Bove Fuels. Give Mike Sullivan a call at 518-337-6599. By your Edward Jones financial advisor serving Glens Falls, Stephen Babson. Get the personal financial advice you need to achieve your goals. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care for the most, Stephen Babson can work together with you to develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Stephen Babson can also monitor your progress. Give Stephen Babson a call today at Edward Jones in Glens Falls at the corner of Bay and Washington. By Mullen Construction and Seamless Gutters. When you choose Mullen Construction and Seamless Gutters, you'll always have access to the area's lowest prices. As a family-owned and operated business for over a decade, you'll be treated like our neighbor. That means affordable prices and friendly, knowledgeable service every time. Get in touch today to find out more how they can help you improve your gutters and protect your roof for years to come. When you work with Mullen Construction and Seamless Gutters, you'll get a 10-year workmanship warranty on gutters, downspouts, and leaf protection. If anything goes wrong with your work, it'll be covered.
You're against people out in public wearing
It looks
pajamas.
ridiculous.
So what's up with the shoes you're wearing right now? They look like freaking
sneakers.
tabby boots.
All right, show our listeners your shoes.
Take your
I
shoe
can't
off.
Lift my
Take
foot up.
you can
No,
take
you
your
can
shoe
take
off.
your shoe off and lift your
can.
shoe up, can't you?
What's wrong with my shoe?
No,
My sneaker.
I think that's pretty cool.
They're my Go Fasters.
Oh boy.
When you wear sneakers, you go faster. Don't
He
you?
said fasters, not bastards.
Yeah, he said. No, they're my Go Fasters.
He's trying to compete with Tony downhill with the wind at your back.
Yeah. Oh, they both got as many
I
Super
can't
Bowl
believe
rings.
he's
So
made me
yeah.
take my
I
shoes
know.
off.
So
What are they? You don't have the slip-ons yet?
I don't have my slip-ons on tonight. I've got my
No.
Foxboroughs on.
I don't know what this
the
has to do with
Foxboroughs. Is that what they're called?
pajamas.
Well, no, I got the. You're the only one here at this table that still sells lotto tickets. Is there a time when you don't want to sell? I mean,
We don't sell lotto tickets.
you
We do a quick draw and
well, don't
Powerball.
you can get you get lotto.
No, so like people come in with their tickets they've had in their pockets for 10 years. and
Oh.
for whatever reason, our terminal doesn't run them. Wink, wink. But
Tony helped Lisa out the other day.
I'll do quick draw and I'll do Powerball and I'll do Take Five. Anything that we have, I can
Mega Millions.
I can do it for you. But if you come in with one of those things that has a zillion numbers on it and it's been in your pocket for 20 years, it doesn't.
It's
it doesn't-
Cumberland Farms. It's not a casino. Christ
Hey.
almighty.
To go back, I had Keith passed away Friday morning early, so that whole crew came down. They are savages. Oh my god!
Oh,
quick,
yeah, they like to
The
gamble.
quick draw totals.
Oh.
Oh my god, it was astronomical.
That's
And thank God Ann did a
Yeah,
good
that's
one.
the thing that bugs me now that we're bringing that up.
what's that?
That grinds
Well,
your
I
gears.
gotta wait for a beer so that
I don't make anyone wait for anything.
No, you got
I
That's
tell
next
people-
week.
what'd you say?
That's next week.
Yeah. And then and then over the weekend he's gonna go, I broke another rule.
But
Jen and I sat on the same side and it wasn't for a Thunder game.
And welcome back. We are here at the bullpen upstairs, the bullpen. And before we get talk to RJ, I got to say the bullpen did a bang up job for you on Friday night here for your engagement party. And I just want to say nice job. And Jen was here for you. She was your bartender. She's our bartender every Tuesday night, except one when she's going to be in the Dominican Republic. Ooh, la-di-da. Oh, no, she's not so fancy. But
You guys are going on
We're
vacation
going to
too.
be there.
Yeah. We're going to rip things up.
But yeah, Pam did a fantastic job. The bullpen did a great job on Friday night. Can't thank Jen and everyone involved enough. a long process, but I'm glad I went through it and glad that it's over. And now we can focus on getting a house. And
just hold on, just because your wife is
glazed over a few things there, young blood.
she's gone, she's gone, and this is what you do.
Like, I'm so glad it's over, dude.
I am, because
I'll be cranking out babies and looking towards retirement.
God,
wow.
man.
I'm just glad. I'm glad that I don't have to lie anymore. I don't have to hide anything anymore. That's what I'm glad about.
She's gonna have all his internet passwords.
What were you lying or hiding?
You have no idea, boy.
All right, so Sully,
no more dark web surfing.
What? No, you're letting that go?
Yes.
We'll let
yes.
that go. We'll let it go.
Yep.
So, everyone's. It seems like every show we're doing something serious for a minute or two, and
Yeah, I'm getting sick of that.
This one here,
I know.
Dude, this was a
gut
punch, man.
A friend of ours, Melissa Rock, passed away on Sunday morning. And Melissa's one of those people, RJ, and you knew her well, and I did too, and she was part of our.
I battled with her for egg salad sandwiches at Coach's.
It just, there are ones that hit you, and we talked about this the other day, Sully, when I had you in the studios, and I mean, what a gut punch.
It just seems like every week there's someone else, and I know we know a lot of people. Melissa was a nice, sweet kid.
She was a sweetheart.
She came in to see me Friday. She was fine. I don't get it.
Because she had said on her social media that she had been under the weather, but she was feeling better on Saturday. And it just, when something like that happens, and it's just, it's a shocker. It really is.
It's every week. But like with her family, her brother Stevie, they were all really good bowlers.
They still are.
Melissa was a really good bowler.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Lisa
like
bowled with her mom. That's how
you told me that.
She bowled with Mary.
She had like a 200 average.
Yeah.
Her brother Steve has like 200, 300 games, literally. I mean, and she was just a nice, sweet kid, and you just don't. Sometimes.
How old was she?
She's exactly 10 years younger than me, because what we would do.
How old is she?
42.
Okay.
How many years have you known me?
52.
Oh my
Give me
God.
a second.
You never had that third cup of scotch.
Don't ask Seth.
It's a cup.
It's a cup.
A cup.
There's no handle. That's not a cup.
So what we used to
fingers?
do every year,
Huh?
I'd always
fingers?
make her up tater
popped
tots
it.
with ranch dressing, and then she'd come back the week later and she'd bring me cottage cheese and Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
So she'll be missed, and I don't have any answers for it.
No, me neither.
Sorry.
And our thoughts.
Sorry to the family.
Yeah.
I had a conversation on the brighter side.
Yes.
I had about a 20-minute conversation today with our friend Mike Leonard.
All right. Now, see the background on Mike. Mike's going through a battle right now, and Mike,
wicked battle.
And the thing is, we talked about this one day. Mike, how I got Mike in with our circle was that I was told to escort him off a stage
You told me
with
great story.
we had John Waite over at the courthouse. So Debbie Lewis goes, Dan, you got to get him off the stage. I'm like, I'm the muscles from Brussels. So, and Mike's a stud.
He's not a small guy.
No, so I have to go up and remove
But
him
the
off the
gentle
stage.
guy, though.
Yeah, so I get him off stage, and then John Waite tells me, I told him to come up here. What are you doing? I said, well, I'm just following instructions. And since then, Mike became a real good friend of ours.
Absolutely.
And Mike's in with our circle.
Yep.
And Mike's been battling here.
Yeah. So I talked to him today. Again, 15, 20-minute conversation. I called his wife, Jody, after. It's the best I've heard him sound since this whole ordeal started. And the thing I said to him, dude, you need to get better, because the 1 minute that you can kind of get out and about, you're on the show.
On the show.
So he's a dedicated listener. He loves it. It says it helps him get him through the day. So Mike, keep fighting. No, we can't wait to see him.
And I was, the South High Dance Marathon's coming up. And
He's struggling with that.
I saw that, and I knew that. I said that to Lisa. I said, I know Mike and Jody, that with that I know they're shaking their head, but listen, Mike, Jody, you've done a lot for a lot of people through the years, and I know that wholeheartedly. And run with this, okay? Let people help you for a change. That's
what they do it for. I mean,
Yeah.
Larissa went
That's
through.
what I said to him.
My daughter went through it.
Yeah.
We had family that goes to South High, and they named her as one of the recipients.
What was your daughter going through?
Larissa had gone through cancer of the thyroid. So she had to have 88. She had 88 lymph nodes removed.
How old was she when she went through that?
She was 29 going on 30.
Really? Wow.
And it was even worse because, as a father, your kids get
I
it.
can't even
And she was getting ready to go to Disney. And I said to her, they want to do it. She goes, they want to do a test on cancer. They got a lump. And I said, okay, probably just precautionary, just to make sure you're going to be fine. Well, then she came back after they had done the test. She came back from Disney and it came back positive. And I'll tell you what, I said to the doctors, you need to give me something because I can't do anything. Like I can physically pick a guy up and slam him on his ass.
Anyone that knows Snacks knows that he's a man of action, not a man.
I mean, as a football player, I can take a 300-pounder and pick him up and drive him.
Helpless.
But I can't do anything. And I said, and he just kind of understood that. But the South High, I mean, I don't know Mike that well, but.
Oh, wait till you get to meet him. You're going to love him.
But what I'm saying is, like you said, take it and run it. Because you know what? That's what these kids do it for.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't really understand the whole South High Marathon dance concept of everything that I know what they do it for, but it really, when it affects you or somebody close to you, it winds up becoming.
Well, I know Mike's watching tonight. Mike, love you, brother. I can't wait to have you here. We're going to have a blast here when you're out here with us talking smack. I can't wait for you to be here, and all the love in the world going out to you and Jody and the family. All right? Thanks, brother. All right, so enough of us being serious. Super Chat.
Nathan Brimmer says,
oh, great. Thank you, Nate.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Talking Smack, where every word hits dirtier than Seth's browser's history. He then reversed his comment and said, wow, well, now this comment seems inappropriate. And Mike Leonard chiming in. I'll show you the Super Chat on your screen. He says, I love you guys. Thank you.
We love you, brother.
Look at Santa Claus.
That was with us.
Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome. That was a great night, man.
And you're a liar, Mike. You told me you were going to watch till tomorrow.
So wait a minute. You can bring these super chats up the entire time like
some
that?
of them you can, some of them you can. It depends on where the
with our new software, when we get rid of the old software completely, the new software, you will be able to see the super chats right on the screen. Super chats.
Larissa says, please tell my dad I'm on and watching. LOL.
Yeah. She's Kibbles from Kibbles and Bits.
Oh, is that Kibbles?
Yeah, that's
dying.
Kibbles.
Okay,
Listen,
right.
she is dying to get on here.
Oh.
I know that Bits isn't really too sure about it.
No,
Kibbles. Listen, yeah,
Kibbles. His daughters.
That's Kibbles and Bits, your two kids?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, but the best part was Kibbles gave them the nicknames of Kibbles and Bits. She did it. I didn't do
Snacks, they wanted to be Kibbles and
Oh,
I love it.
Super chats.
Nathan Brimmer says, are we going to let Hank get away with a claim that he can still move anything that's 300 pounds?
He's moving.
Once.
You got the look.
I believe it. I know he can move me.
RJ, just stay right there. I
it's not
appreciate
just
it.
for you anymore, Salt.
You're all right.
All right.
Is that all right?
Hank's good.
Yeah, well, the truth is, Snacks could still move that 300-pound guy once. The second time, it ain't going to happen.
No, my
that
shoulder
was-
probably
I
pop
love
out.
this
Yeah.
happened to somebody else.
Yeah. Oh, my
It's
God.
way funnier.
So
What happens to somebody else?
Look, though, you're right.
right? Scares the shit out of you. Sorry, Kenny.
So what prompted you on over the weekend to say it's good to see live PD back on television?
See, I don't watch a lot of TV, and I just don't. I watch The Curse of Oak Island. I watch Gold Rush. I watch Swamp People. And that's pretty much.
Are they still new episodes on Swamp People?
Hell yeah.
Oak Island's like
See,
13 seasons in, and they still
haven't found
find
shit.
nuggets.
Isn't that the three guys, the ZZ Top looking guys?
That's the
On
Duck
what, Swamp
Dynasty.
People? That's Duck Dynasty.
jackass.
No, I don't watch that show. But
Back
Swamp
off.
The
So,
alligator hunters.
so the thing is, I really got into Swamp People heavy duty. My brother was in the Coast Guard. He was stationed in Morgan City,
Okay.
which is around where Swamp People is filmed.
Area, sure.
So his job at that time when he was in Morgan City was to go out and make sure that when you go out onto the waterways that your boat is seaworthy and it has to be registered. So he would go for the Coast Guard and do the inspections and everything. So he was going to this place and he was looking for T. Roy. So he's going down the roads and he can't find T. Roy. Well, it's Troy. So
From the show?
and Troy from the show.
That's
So
hilarious.
and so then I've always felt a kinship to
Yeah.
T. Roy / Mr. Troy.
Yeah.
And I love watching Swamp People. I go down there and hunt gators with them.
Oh, yeah.
I would do that in a heartbeat, dude.
Oh, that's wild.
What?
I-
Oh, wait.
What?
You're gonna fucking. Sorry.
Oh!
Ken.
Truck on
Kenny,
it.
You're gonna. You
Kenny,
would
I
go
know you're
hunt-
up.
You would go hunt an alligator.
Sure.
How do you kill an alligator?
With a gun?
Yeah, with a
You
22.
go pow. You-
Is that what you
Oh,
do?
pow!
You big gun guy?
Got a tree shaker.
No, I'm
You ever
not.
shot a gun?
Yes.
What kind?
It was a big ass gun.
BB.
I
Is that
shot
the
a deer.
technical- Is that the technical term?
I don't know what it was. My stepfather took us hunting. Last day of hunting season. I didn't have wrestling practice. I didn't have football practice. So it's the last day of hunting season.
Yep.
And he
And a
puts
tag
it
to fill. Let's go.
and he puts us in the Ford Pinto station wagon.
Oh, Lord.
All right. And then in the Ford Pinto station wagon.
Everybody goes hunting in.
Hold on. It gets better than this. So what?
Logging roads.
So then he puts in the 8-track with Dr. Hook's medicine show, you know,
Lord.
and so then we're going hunting. So we have literally maybe an hour and 20 minutes. So I go and I see this deer. It's out there. And he's bummed. So I almost sullied. So it's out there. So I'm like, you know, and I shot skeet and everything like that. I mean, I'm a good shot. So I go, all right, and I line this thing up and I hit it, and it was a gut shot. And then we had to track the deer in the dark, and then we got the deer, gutted it, and then rode with the deer up on top of the Ford Pinto station wagon.
Killing me right now.
Yeah, and so we're riding around the Four
6.
Corners in Whitehall. So we're, you know, that's, you know, so that was my, you know,
Did you gut the deer?
I did. My stepdad did.
Were you there when he did it?
Oh yeah.
You did, oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. So I've been hunting once for
Okay.
deer.
Do you,
One
like do you like venison?
I like venison and chili. How about that?
In case you're wondering, the official rules of the Talking Smack podcast drinking game: minimum minimum of 2 players and up. Alcohol and non-alcoholic versions accepted. If Mike Sullivan or RJ Stockdale curse during the course of the podcast,
So just curse. It doesn't have to be an F-bomb.
nope, just curse.
Just curse.
These are rules that Kenny's
Kenny's
actually spent the
rules.
weekend
Is that
doing.
the one? Is that
This
Kenny
is
doing this right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Okay, all right.
one drink. If John Pratt or the Shadows curse on this podcast, it's a double. If Dan Miner, Hank, or a guest curse during the podcast, it becomes a 3-drink chug or a 3-shot pound it.
Oh, come on. Say it like a chug a lug, man. A
All
3-drink
right.
chug a lug, man.
Oh, fudge.
There was one night you dropped the F-bomb so many times the guy couldn't drive home.
For a drink to be taken, the cursed must be pointed out by one of the podcast participants and not a player watching from the podcast.
Oh, so somebody at home can't go calling it out. So
Okay.
unless one of us on the
Trust
show
me, every one of us have called everybody out.
or one of
tonight.
us in attendance. All right. So Jen wants to amend the rule saying that, you know, for the you know, Talkin' Smack, you know, home game, that people in attendance can actually call us out as well too.
Okay.
Everybody in favor of that?
Jen who?
Fair.
Jen White.
Jen.
Oh.
You're-
So,
What?
that's it.
Three
No,
fingers
that's it.
deep.
You're
done.
cut off, man. That's it. You don't
Only
get-
2 times over.
I have a lot of Jens in my life.
You got a lot of gents.
All right. All right. You're right. Okay,
All right,
okay,
so-
going back.
We ready to do this? Super chats.
This would be Stevie Wonder. He says, "Gotta wrestle it first." Talking about the alligator.
Oh yeah, I'm not wrestling an alligator. Listen,
thank you.
I got.
I wouldn't get in the water with them.
freaking
That's their
prehistoric.
territory.
I mean, the thing is, you know, they hang the hooks, you know, on the line and all that, and then you got to fight it, and then you pow, you know, and you got a little teeny spot to hit that. I'm there.
That's
I'm
the
all
part
for
I'm
it.
down for it. I'm not getting in the water with them.
I'm not
Has
doing it.
anybody ever eaten alligator here?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, me too.
I liked it. I liked it.
It's like
Yeah.
chicken.
Taste like chicken.
That's
it does.
what I said.
Yeah.
But
I-
then, you know what? That's another thing that bugs me.
oh,
That we
What's
already
that?
said.
Sully,
All right, so I was somewhere and they had a rattle. Some said they had rattlesnake,
okay.
and they said it tastes like chicken.
It doesn't. It tastes like
Well,
snake.
whatever, but then I'll have the chicken. Right? If it tastes like
If it
chicken,
tastes like chicken,
why
I'd
would I
rather
just
just
eat the
go
chicken?
with chicken.
Well, it's just like I had this discussion with somebody the other day. They say, you know, all these people that are out fishing on the ice, you know, and some of the ice is only like an inch thick.
Is it fishing or practicing fishing?
Yeah. Oh, shut up. That's not nice. We'll bring Rich on. We'll
It's
bring him on.
true,
So
but it's not
people that
nice.
are out there ice fishing and sitting out there in the ice,
I got a point.
freezing their butts off. Well, they're trying to supplement the food that they're taking in. I'm saying, no, they're trying to probably get away from their family, and they're out in the middle of an ice, you know, doing whatever. Have you ever ice fished?
No.
You ever ice fished? I know the answer.
Yeah.
Brad,
Yes.
did you have a good time, or were you just
I had a
absolutely?
good time. So I will tell you, at 10 below, you have to keep the beer in the sleeve of your jacket.
So Danny
When-
Fitzgibbon with the Gutsito is
when-
not going to work.
When you take it out of the sleeve, you've got about 10 to 12 seconds before it turns to foam. So you got to crack it and get it in.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
The more you know. What do you got?
Yes.
You've been ice fishing?
Yeah. it's
Come
a-
And-
story, but anyway.
Okay, Johnny Pratt.
Too long.
One time, but you know what?
At band camp?
No. No, one time I was taken by an uncle. I was a kid. I had no choice. I'm like, what in the hell are we doing out here? It's freezing, man.
Seth ever?
No.
Okay, all right.
Whoa, you said it with this. You sound like you were mad.
No.
Super chat.
Jim Jackson says maybe chicken tastes like alligator.
Oh,
Wow.
That's deep. Wow,
That
okay.
is
Thoughts.
deep
What
thinking.
a-
Thanks, Tim.
that's deep.
What
Appreciate
an
that.
episode.
Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer says 3 Fingers Deep is a solid chapter title in Dan's autobiography dealing with his first colonoscopy.
Listen, as someone that has to, I'm a frequent
Give
flyer.
Nathan 2 on that one, man.
I am a
Damn.
frequent flyer for the colonoscopy. I don't care. I have no problem with someone sticking a hose up my ass. I'm okay with that. I don't listen. It
for
beats,
longevity,
But-
it's worth every minute.
Wait, I still remember the
Is
comment.
that different?
Wait, my first one,
your first what?
first colonoscopy.
Oh,
See
okay.
what
I
happened
look at the
was-
doctor.
What,
I
do you
go,
like him that
I go
much?
like
You get a
this.
few.
No, I looked at the doctor. I go, we don't really have to do this. And he's like, I go, we can just walk out of this room. Nobody's gonna know anything different, anything like that. And
Just
he's
sign
like,
the
no,
chart.
I got to do it. I go, we're never gonna look at each other the same when we see each other again.
What really?
And then within a week, he comes walking in the Chase Sports with his
Oh, my
son to use the bet, and I go, how you doing?
But did you, but did you really see him the first time? Wasn't he behind you?
Well, no, he's used to being a center. He's looking back to shotgun snap.
No, he was standing there next to them.
The procedure
You can see
isn't
the
a
man in the
problem.
mirror.
It's the preparation.
No, see now once again,
Yeah.
let's all right.
But
Let's
it's
talk
way
prep.
better.
Let's
it used
talk
to be
prep.
a gallon of Go Lightly.
See-
Now it's
But when you're
Oh,
doing
that
the prep,
magnesium
when-
sulfate stuff.
let me
No,
citrate.
no.
No, they don't use
When you're-
mag citrate anymore either.
so the thing about doing
It's
the
all
prep,
Miralax.
years ago.
the key to doing the prep is not starting the day before. It's starting 3 days before. Change your diet
Liquid,
around
yes.
so it's easy. So that when you do flush your system, it's one and done.
Can I
When
tell you how I did it?
Wash your sister
Oh, here-
sauce and cottage cheese.
Dr. Richard Stockdale.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Can you
That
imagine?
leaves chunks.
Was
No.
there a lot of scotch involved?
No,
I
he doesn't drink liquor.
liquor.
19 years. Were you not
For the-
listening?
for the
I'm a
doc-
newbie
I'm
here, and I know
sorry,
that.
For the
You're right.
doctor.
Get the poop out of here. No, so what I did, I had one of my nurse friends was in here, and I told her, well,
So you had her,
sure, we'll go with that.
Richard
So-
Garrett.
No, so she said, if the preparation, you can have clear liquid.
Preparation.
I said, so is beer okay? She's like, it's clear liquid. I said, okay.
Yes.
Really?
I drank the whole thing. So I drank all night before the procedure.
Good for you.
Absolutely. No, but what I did, because you can't eat
Yeah.
chicken noodle soup, Campbell's, that's the only time I'd eat it. I had to flush the noodles down the toilet, and I drank the broth.
Wow.
Future reference for guys. If you gotta
Let's-
get
You could have
those
just eaten the noodles. You still would have flushed them.
I wanted those noodles so bad.
Just
Super
saying.
chat.
From the wet noodle, ice is harder to
That's
catch
appropriate.
than you might think with a
Great.
fishing pole.
Ice is definitely harder to catch. I've been ice fishing a couple times, and it just wasn't for me. Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer, my first colonoscopy was by a doctor in a bow tie, which made me feel more comfortable than it should have.
It's Dr. Fritz.
Yeah, it's fucking Dr. Doolittle.
7.
In 6th grade.
Oh God.
Who's a good boy?
See now his super chat came up. His super chat came up on there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Did this.
Well,
Oh, jeez. Oh.
So, Brad, what made you become a Phantom season ticket holder from the jump?
So actually, I wasn't a season ticket holder from the jump. I was just really loud at a few games
And obnoxious.
Yeah, and very obnoxious. But I was still the how much time is left? I can't
Yeah.
believe nobody else has taken that over
I
at
know.
all.
That
Like
really-
it has blown my mind.
They do at times.
Okay.
There are
'Cause
times
I
where
listen on the radio if I'm not there.
Yeah.
More
Why
than
are
half
you
the
Yeah,
time.
not
there
there?
has been a couple.
Well,
Of,
I've got a life that outside of
Yeah,
local
it's-
Listen,
hockey.
I
I
got a
enjoy
life.
it, but I'm not gonna get a billboard and put it up anywhere for.
oh boy. Don't get Nate going. Yeah.
No, but so again, just in 2008 when we got AHL hockey back in town, and the internet was a little bit wilder. People didn't have as many privacy settings on Facebook, so you could find out a girlfriend's name or where they got drafted out of college and find out the rival school.
So you were stalking other teams?
Oh, yeah. When the goalie, I would always sit on this end, right above where the
Yeah.
referees would come and go because you can give them the most grief possible. And the goalie just has to sit there for 40 minutes of taking whatever you yell.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, they don't have any choice. They're just, you know,
there's a method to the madness,
There
Sully.
is.
It's
I
this.
didn't know this.
Yeah.
So again, for me, and this is a me personal thing, you know, I don't want to speak for the arena. All right. In any way, Jeff, I know we're not buds like that. But, you probably recognize me. I recognize you. We'll just leave it at that.
Sometimes we wonder too.
Yeah. I've never thrown anything. I don't know. But anyway, so, but again, so just being loud, getting it going. So, but you know, a whole entire Let's Go Thunder, you know, I never get into yelling it through the megaphone if we're on the D. We got to be on the offense, getting the wave going. I love the energy, but you got to be up by 3. You know, you don't get a warm up the bus chant going until you're up by 4 and there's a minute left. You know
I don't think there's anything safe anymore.
Well, it'll hit right. I mean, we have seen some stinkers and clunkers, and, you know, but again, it's, you know, just learning how to push a couple buttons, and then if you can get any
stinkers,
intel
you're
from
talking about
else.
the Phantoms. I mean,
Absolutely.
There was a lot of stank back then.
Oh
yes, yeah. But again, you know, Harper, you know, I saw him play at the Outdoor Classic. I was on that away game.
You saw that?
Oh yeah, he was
No
this
kidding.
big, that far away.
All right, so I have a question about that whole thing then.
How drunk was I? Oh no, I didn't get thrown out of that trip. But the fireworks at the end, I barely could find the bus. I'm like, oh. That's not a lie.
Was it worth it? With the seats and the trip
No,
and the cold, would you do it again?
It was not cold that day.
It wasn't. It was
like 62
They were struggling to
degrees.
make ice.
Okay.
So I brought a transistor radio to try and hear it because there's nobody announcing anything, and that fell somehow from the second story.
So there's no Dan Miner at that game.
They didn't ask me to go.
Well, no, I mean,
they should have. They should have taken me.
They should have taken
No,
me.
seriously. So there's nobody to announce goal scored by number.
Oh no, there was,
but you were so
was
far away, and by the time that anything repeated to you and watching to see the action, it was a delay of 35 seconds and better. Yeah, I mean, it was not.
Where the hell was it?
Citizens Bank Park.
What did you pay for the tickets?
Hell if I know.
It had to be it was in your
was a long time
season
ago, though, right?
I would assume so.
I don't know.
I never understood the appeal.
I got on a lot
those-
of bus trips. I have no idea what they were included in or not.
Yeah, she just showed up.
You've watched me grow up, so
yeah. You know, I was
Yeah.
So where did the mega? So where did that design come from though? Because it evolved over time.
So, well, I've had since we've had the Phantoms, I've had a megaphone for, you know, the Flames, and then obviously for the Thunder. Cheerleading.com could be a sponsor of the show. I will tell you, when you get your delivery. Now, I looked them up recently because somebody had asked, and I think you have to buy them like 3 at a time now, which you didn't have to at the time. So
you can buy cheerleaders 3 at a time
if you wish, right? You wish. But so I will tell you, they do send a catalog, which I did send them an email and say I don't need that catalog because it's like, you know, kids in pantaloons. I'm like, nope, I just needed the megaphones.
I see RJ right now looking at you going, what the hell is this dude's deal?
I'm with him. I want to come watch him.
Oh, jeez.
It's a lot of fun. But yeah, so the 3-foot megaphone is, you know, the big one to carry in. The crybaby masks. Andy Camp has taken some great pictures.
I was so glad. I posted it when I shared the thing. I was like, I hope he leaves that creepy ass baby mask at home,
mask,
man.
like a great big one. Which when they went on the playoff run in 2016, they all signed the inside of. And I had one of the players in the opposing team squirt me with water because I was just doing this so much. It was just, he was just so pissed. I'm just like, the whole time. It's great. When they're in the penalty box, I got vinyl ones that pull out of a pocket and just put on and stand there and cry and look at them.
Man, you put a lot of work into that.
Have you seen any like of the people that are on? I don't know if you have TikTok or not, but have you seen the ones where
TikTok's back?
Oh yeah, it is back.
It was only gone for like 12 hours. Man.
Listen, it was like a meltdown of everybody was like all upset, and then all of a sudden it came back on. And world is
RJ. You ever think of it?
A Tic Tac? I like orange.
Breath fresh.
They're not as good as Tang, but they're close.
Similar.
Half a Tic Tac.
Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer says a doctor in a bow tie is like Chippendale's dancer who really just was dancing to get through school.
The good old stripper man.
Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer again.
No, Jesus.
Brad's opponent research made a lot of restraining order paperwork in a lot of blue collar towns.
Well, for my safety, I was escorted out of a couple of games just to be sure that
So you
I didn't
traveled?
get.
You traveled to other games?
Oh yeah, Binghamton was one. I don't remember all the towns.
Do you remember the old and I know I don't want to get Nate mad with the Red Wings and all that, but they said it was big. Maine, they'd have bus trips.
Oh yeah,
Rochester, Maine Mariners.
So I will tell you, I didn't follow the Red Wings hard like that.
You were too young.
Yeah, I was too young.
Yeah,
I got into so Doug Neely, off ice official, great guy.
I know Mr. Neely.
My
buddy Doug.
Awesome,
Sean
awesome
Neely's
dude.
his son, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yep.
Wrestler.
So it's Jeff and
Little guy.
I went to school together. And anyway, so in 5th grade, I had him as a teacher at Sanford Street, and he would, put out tickets for kids that wanted to go. And so my brother and I would literally, I'd be 10, 11 in 5th grade, whatever,
Well, that's what he was doing, pimping out tickets.
Yeah. So we'd go and you could sit in, the Thunder box or whatever next to where he could keep an eye on the kids. You know what I mean? So that way,
Doug was going to do anything else.
Yeah, right.
I mean, really,
it was a perfect thing. And so my brother and I, we would get dropped off, and I was 10 and 7, which are my kids' ages now. You know what I mean? And you get just shoved out and I'll come back and pick you up. No cell phones, no nothing. You get it.
Perfect.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, you get it.
That was a life.
I seem to
was
be
a life.
I mean, it's a great barn to be in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got great seats, great feel, great people. The energy's awesome, even if it's a losing team, like we were saying before.
That doesn't matter. Sport. I don't go because I work all day, and by the time I get out of work, I can't move.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I go sit in my chair, and it's
Yeah, about that. I'm not going to go
But
sit.
you've done that for 30 years. Just fucking shoot. Sorry, Kenny.
Oh,
That's it.
That's
None of us
not
called
like
them out. That's-
all of a sudden thing.
I will attack, and you don't want that. Are you wearing the same shirt you wore last week?
I don't know.
That's unacceptable.
He has 5 of the same color.
I got the power.
Super chats.
Tim Jackson says, "Babyface scared the crap out of me the first time I had the visiting penalty box."
Yes.
For those that don't know, Tim is an off-ice
Off-ice
official.
official. Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
Yeah, no,
that's
legit.
I've definitely terrorized
that
people.
thing. Well, the first time I
Dude,
saw it,
that
I
thing's
actually.
creepy as hell, man.
It's
Like I
Yeah.
see you walk by with this sometimes where I sit in section U, like when you're going over, like you were doing that during the playoffs last
Yes.
year, going and
Well,
then-
because I've been told I can't walk around wearing the mask for safety purposes because you're not allowed to have your face covered. I'm like, the mask
Safety
face is covered.
purposes?
So what
Correct.
did you do during COVID?
So right. I didn't go. I was a nurse and I was working,
Ladies and
so
gentlemen.
I didn't have that kind of free time. But yeah, so oddly enough, so I have to carry the mask to the penalty box. I wasn't allowed to wear it. On my even though they were selling the goalie mask and everything, I'm like, you guys are selling masks, I can wear the mask.
yeah, that's crazy.
No, but they're lenient with me there, luckily.
Super chats.
This is Stevie Wonder chiming. He says, "I'm excited to go to the games this weekend."
Well, good for you.
Likewise.
So am I. Saturday and Sunday. Why we're not playing Friday and Saturday is beyond me.
Yeah,
Jeff
it's-
Mead.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. He said he hasn't been invited on the show. I find that hard to believe.
Really?
What?
He specifically told me
He
that the
told
other
you
day.
that,
Correct.
Mr. Producer?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's that possible?
That is on Mike Sullivan and Dan Miner.
The hell's that on me?
Yeah, how's it on us? We're not the producers.
Jeff
And
Mead.
Jeff
Jeff-
actually told me that you talked to him a couple times about it.
We've
Jeff-
talked to
Jeff
Jeff
Mead
about it.
responds to you and Dan. He doesn't respond to me. I wonder why.
He
Well, you know what? He may not want to be on the show right this second.
No, not a good idea.
We'll get him during the summer.
He's got bigger issues.
We would get a shite ton of money from
No,
Super
no, no.
Chat.
And you
Yeah,
know
but
what?
we're
And I
not-
wouldn't
no,
do
we're
that.
not doing
No,
that.
no,
Yeah,
no,
that could be
no,
fish
no.
in a barrel.
You-
No,
you-
right. No,
let me
no.
let me
You
say
should
this
not do
about that.
No,
Okay.
no,
Jeff has nothing to do with what goes on the ice.
absolutely not.
Zero.
Well,
Correct.
I'll throw this out there. We still got 4,700 people coming to every single hockey
Absolutely,
game, and the building has made money for the first time in God knows how long.
And, dude,
So,
and you know
and
what?
I hate to compliment Jeff Mead, believe me,
I know you hate it.
but the guy's killing it. So
And
whatever.
you're absolutely right. I mean, no matter the
Whatever.
product on the ice, people in the stands are having a good time because of what's happening, with Danny on the mic and Billy on the ice and all
It's
that.
entertainment. They're
Right, exactly,
competitive.
man.
guy.
And there's 45 things to do in the wintertime that you would. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the kid's
What was
killing it.
that?
He's a community guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like you said, he has nothing to do with anything that goes
No.
on the ice.
It's not fair.
It's
It
yeah.
isn't. It's misplaced.
But it's still fun to watch a little for me.
Oh, and I gotta say, nice addition of the
We
Root
would. We'd
Betty
make a
signs
ton
of
of
not
money.
going down.
Yeah,
You know,
that was a
and
Zach.
you're announced.
That was
yes,
a Zach
that
Walker
was a
idea.
Huge,
That was Zach?
Huge,
That was
huge
Zach's.
piece.
That was Zach's gig.
What's that?
No, the Rude
Is-
Betty signs in the
Yeah.
top. That
As
was
much-
that.
was that.
As much as I
The
love
Rude
Billy,
Betty
yeah,
signs
yeah,
where?
yeah.
Billy does a great job. I'm with
Oh.
you. He makes a better door than a window.
Yeah,
I love his energy. But
I love
when he's
Billy.
standing there with that
I
jacket
love
on
Billy.
and
I
the
love
kids, and
Billy.
he's loving it, the energy, and it's beautiful, but it's blocking everything I'm trying to look at sometimes.
Okay. Well,
That's
that's
The Rude Betty signs. on
Yeah.
Yeah, the signs. Don't be a rude Betty.
Yeah, it's too bad
I
nobody
want to get a Nerf
pays
gun.
attention to him.
Will
You
I
wanna
get
get a what?
Would I get in trouble if I had a Nerf gun?
yes.
Probably.
Hide it under your jacket. They didn't turn you in for the Swedish fish. You'll be all right.
Well, now that the secret's out, Brad.
It's a Swedish
thanks.
whale.
way
Don't
to
worry.
go.
I didn't say how you got it in.
When they start feeling you up there, and next thing you know, they got a hand that's all sticky. You know what they're going to be thinking? Oh, he's got this Swedish veil in his pocket, huh? Yeah.
Oh my god.
What is,
chat.
is that super chat?
What are we doing? I
What-
don't know
what
what
are
you're
you
doing.
doing,
That was
Seth?
that
pulled
that
the
was kind of like
trigger.
oh wait a minute.
That happened.
Wait a minute. That kind of like what's the quarterback there for the
A
Chiefs?
false
there?
start there.
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Oh, Mahomes running sideways,
yeah,
then slide,
then stops at the sidelines like a
and then
little,
slide. Oh yeah,
The LeBron flop,
Oh,
right?
no,
the
wait.
LeBron flop.
I like when he
yeah.
runs to the
Well, yeah,
sideline
right,
and slows
and
down,
slow down
so that you
instead-
hit him, and then all of a sudden, it's like,
Oh,
listen,
yeah, well,
you're in the
and
field
then
to
you-
play.
It was the first time I saw the refs not throw a flag, and I'm like, holy crap!
I
They
lost
did
a lot of
not
respect for
just-
that guy in that play.
Oh,
What's that?
I lost
You
a
had
ton of
respect
respect
for him.
Nah,
He's a-
whatever.
I mean, he's a winner,
I don't.
but he's
I don't watch football
whiny
that
little-
much.
But it's
but
not.
when I
Wait a minute.
saw
Wait a minute. It's not him. He does that.
I
stuff
watched
to
him do
I
it.
understand that. But it's who feeds into that, and that's the officials throwing the flag because he slid sideways
Nah, I don't agree with you. You got to have some accountability for, like,
because he knows that they're going to throw
Yeah,
the
no,
flag if
he's-
they do
yeah.
it.
still
He
you got to play
knows.
the game the
Just
right
like when
way.
He ran
Would
to
you,
the
let me ask you a question. If your quarterback did that, and if your quarterback, there comes a look in a minute. If your quarterback
did turn
if your
intensely.
quarterback did that, how would you feel?
if my quarterback did what?
If he goes to the outside of the line, the guy touches him like this.
If
and
you're
your
within
guy
the field to
flops-
play, you're live meat.
right. And the
And
thing
he
was,
runs to the sideline and
But
he
it,
slows.
he's talking about the flop.
the flop. I'm
So if
talking
your
about.
quarterback flopped on that, like
Where he slid?
no,
He didn't
there was a flop the other night. It
No,
was
you know, I'm talking about a different
Yeah, no,
Are
play.
you talking about the flop or are you talking about the sideways?
no,
slide?
talking
we're,
about
we're,
the-
we're
the
talking
running out
about
of
the
bounds?
same thing.
I'm talking about the flop.
What what
We talking
Hank is trying to say is that it would have been fine if Mahomes had continued to run at full speed as he went out of
You're
bounds.
talking about when he flopped out
The-
out of bounds?
Right.
Yes.
The
Oh.
problem with that was he got within about a yard and a half of the out of bounds, and he slowed down
So
intentionally,
he would get
making
hit,
sure
and then
that
did
the
the
defensive
LeBron
players would push him,
'Cause he's
and
smart.
that's
So
when
what? Go.
yes, but at the same time,
He slowed down and he was within the line.
yes,
he was
he put
in the
himself in
field of
harm's
play.
way,
but he still flopped.
I guess.
And he flopped.
and he
should have.
flopped after that.
If they wanted to make a statement, they should have gave him a
Flagged him.
flag for
Yes.
flopping.
So that's my
Yes.
question. If your
Embellishment.
quarterback did
Embellishment,
that,
yes.
how would you feel?
Can I talk about the important thing?
Sure.
The last play of the game. I'm giving 9.5.
Oh yeah.
That was painful. And I don't even bet, and I
Not
knew it
if
was
you were
painful.
Jeff Mead because he had it the other way.
Of course, a peckerhead.
That one Jeff.
Didn't see it
Again, I don't
coming.
represent anyone else here.
I called Paulie right up. He's laughing. He said, "Yeah, I got it at 9." Then I
Oh.
call Pop up. It's like, "Are you?" And I said, "That's it."
Oh, you can say it.
I
Kenny
said-
says.
No. So I said, "Just all right. Give me 100 on the
It's
over
only
the
a
next
double,
game.
right?
I don't care." No, that
but
was-
still, I mean,
that
I
was-
saw that, and I'm like, and I knew what usually I don't know what the scoops are. I don't know what the
For,
scoop line is.
for someone who says he doesn't watch football that often, Mike Sullivan, he bets a lot of it on football.
You don't have.
I didn't bet a game this week, actually.
Are you okay?
Is that
No,
a
that's
first?
that's a lie.
Is that a first?
He's saving for
boy.
lotto tickets.
Do we have a super chat? Super chat.
Jeremy Gagne must be watching a little bit behind. He says, "Hey Sully, I would have ate the orange. You went to the wrong driver."
Jeremy's the first one that's getting the home game from the Talkin' Smack board game, so
Yeah,
he'll
right.
be getting a copy of
He's
that.
earned it.
That's for sure. Do I take a timeout now?
Doesn't matter.
Do we have another
you-
commercial break left?
We do.
Oh,
Before we go, I just
done.
want to say one thing.
sure.
This week, Thursday, I want to say happy birthday to Kibbles, Larissa.
Yes.
So it's her birthday. I
Happy
will not say how
birthday,
old
Kibbles.
she
Happy
is.
birthday.
So just wanted to wish her
What
a
time's
happy
the spanking
birthday.
train? I want to hear
There's
that
not
one.
a spanking
How old
chain.
is Kibbles?
We're not going to say.
I think you already mentioned.
You know
she's gonna
what?
be 29
Same
or
thing as
30.
you put it on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
once
not
they,
the same
once
thing.
they, once they're
He's
over
got to
a certain
face
age-
the wrath, and he
Once-
doesn't need it out there.
Once they're no
Teaser,
longer
teaser,
16, you
teaser.
gotta.
My
I'll
money's
just- I'll
on
put it this way.
Kibbles.
The best one was when she turned 21. It was here at the bullpen. She walked in. She was a little under the weather. Probably saw some gorillas the next morning. Like
that
she
could
walked
happen.
in, and Tony was working at the bar. There wasn't a lot of people in here, and she walks in. She goes, "It's my birthday. You know who I am? I'm Hank Pelton's daughter." And Tony goes,
Jeez.
"Here we go. This is going to be 3 drinks. Just so you know." Nobody fucking cares. Get out.
No!
She didn't know how to respond to it.
You know what? Good for him, and it taught her a lesson.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Kenny's
people.
watching. That's 3 drinks.
Kenny's gonna be calling
Yeah.
out 6 tomorrow.
I need a refill.
Jen's over there keeping track.
Oh my God!
The tally.
Oh, all right. We're going to take our final break. We'll be back with more. We're talking smack from the bullpen right after this.
By High Society in Hudson Falls, located at 345 Main Street in Hudson Falls. This dispensary offers cannabis enthusiasts a chance to indulge in the brand's premium products, including the highly sought-after Bubble Hash and Frosted Hash Ball. With an emphasis on quality and potency, Silly Nice continues to set standards for cannabis products that elevate the user's experience. For use only for adults 21 and over, keep out of reach of children and pets. In case of accidental ingestion or overconsumption, contact the Poison Center. Consume responsibly. By Allen B. Powers CPA. The Allen B. Powers firm is one of the leading firms in the area. By combining our expertise and experience and the energy of our staff, each client receives close personal and professional attention. Their high standards, service, and specialized staff spell the difference between outstanding performance and the other firms. We make sure that every client is served by the expertise of the whole firm. Allen B. Powers firm is responsive. Companies who choose the firm rely on competent advice and fast, accurate personnel. They provide total financial services to individuals, large and small businesses, and other agencies too. Their high service quality and raving fan clients are the result of commitment to excellence. Allen B. Powers will answer all of your questions as they impact both your tax and financial situations. The Allen B. Powers Agency welcomes you to contact them anytime. And by Jim's Glass Service, 6th Street in Queensbury. Jim's Glass Service, hey! Thanks for the break. Jim's Glass Service offers the best service for all your commercial and residential glass and window needs. A division of Fish's Majestic Enterprises. Jim's Glass Service is a trusted glass company located in Queensbury, specializing in both commercial and residential glass services. With their team of skilled professionals, they provide top-notch glass installations and repairs, ensuring customer satisfaction and quality craftsmanship. Jim's Glass Service, hey, thanks for the break. Brought to you by Old School Pest Control at oldschoolpestcontrol.com. John Herbley, the owner of Old School Pest Control, has over 20 years of experience in pest control, providing top-level pest control and putting your needs first. Do you have a pest problem? Old School Pest Control can handle any of your pest issues, walking you through the process to help you understand why Old School Pest Control does what they do. Old School Pest Control provides home and commercial pest control services. Whatever your pest problem is, whether it's big or small, Old School Pest Control has the knowledge to get your pest problems taken care of efficiently and in a timely manner. Give John Herbley a call now for your pest control problems at 518-724-6440 or online at...
I thought that was a good picture.
I don't want to
can't see
do
it.
your dirty work.
I can't see it.
Oh, well, Steely Dan. Yes.
Yeah, but
Very
oh
good.
my God.
You know, for a long time, I thought Steely Dan was one guy.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Well,
I thought his name was Steely Dan.
Yeah,
We won't, and I know we have to be nice here. Does anyone know what a Steely Dan actually is?
not a clue.
A Steely Dan is an apparatus.
Oh,
I do know what it is.
wow.
believe it or
Hey,
not.
The
I thought
what?
that was
Wait, hold on. Lachazy knows?
Yeah, he does.
What are you doing up there in Chestertown?
I'm a Steely Dan fan. I had to look up what the band meant.
It's,
So I like,
and I'm
yeah.
huge. I'm a huge Steely Dan.
So
What about the defense?
what about the defense?
What about the defense?
We're back
I'm
smart.
saying the
Talking
team
smack.
gave up 45 points.
Yeah,
that's
it's listen, with that many injuries, it's no wonder the Lions didn't play
And
well.
when Detroit scored 35, right?
Yeah,
Well,
and the thing was, Jared Goff was sick as a dog.
If you score 35 points, you should
You
win
should
the
be
football game.
you should be able to win a game.
Is he still going to come on the show?
We're still working on it. Yeah,
Hope
End
so.
of the season.
we've got a couple of football players that we're working on bringing on the show.
Yeah,
One of them,
we don't reveal the other one yet.
the other one, but we're going to be taking the show on the road, boys. I'm letting you know in July.
Tebow.
No, I would bring. You know what?
Tebow
Can I
would be
ask where
great.
we're
I mean,
going?
He'd love
he's an
us.
ECHL owner.
Oh,
We're going to Albany.
Okay.
We're going to Albany. So it's
Let's go someplace more fun than that.
well, I know. I'm all for
Well,
it.
if Anthony Weaver, we can send
Can't
anything
you
to
find
Anthony
a
Weaver
football
if he
team
gets
like
the
St. Martin?
head coaching job. Well, hey, Anthony Weaver might be he's interviewing to be the coach at the
Who's
for the New Orleans Saints.
Who's
Really?
Anthony
Weaver,
Weaver?
Saratoga.
He went to
Saratoga
Notre Dame.
graduate.
Oh, yeah.
Notre Dame.
Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah, he went
Defensive
down.
coordinator for
Baltimore. He was.
no, he's not at Baltimore anymore. He's
In Miami, I think now.
Miami.
Miami.
Dolphins.
Yeah. So no, I'm all for taking the show on the road. I mean, I'd love to go away for a couple of days and and just enjoy it. I mean, the nice thing about what we do is that everything we have here is mobile, so we can take it wherever we want to go. So that's
Thank Al Gore for the
We
internet.
need some roadies.
thank you, Al.
That's right.
We do need some roadies. I'll tell you what, this crap after the show, it's getting old real quick. Coming up on the 11th of February, not January, the 11th of February, a very special
Yes,
show
very special.
with
Who came up
Talkin'
with this
Smack,
idea?
relationship advice with Dr. Richard Stockdale, and featuring his practitioner, Michael Sullivan, Esquire at Large.
We're still doing this after the engagement story.
Yeah. And it's brought to you by
Makes it all the better.
They
man.
don't even know how it ended, Sully.
brought to you by just one more chapter. And the thing about this is that you are going to be able to ask your questions of love and a special super chat price that night, so that we're not just going to take every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
What?
Yeah. So there's.
Did you just say to me?
Listen,
no,
if
you're not going to be able to.
You're
ask
being
the
sold
question.
at a premium.
No, you're just giving out advice.
Listen, if you're looking for love, are you tired of getting yourself out there on these dating apps, having to fill out a bio every time you join? Well, maybe you need to talk to someone about the moment. Maybe you're looking to get on to the next step. Well, here at Talking Smack, we got you covered. Valentine's Day week, it's coming to you. It's relationship advice with Dr. RJ Stockdale.
That's Richard Stockdale.
Featuring his practitioner, Michael Sullivan. And the best part about this whole thing is special super chat price. And not only that, it's going to be one heck of a night. I can tell you that, because the people that are going to come up for relationship advice.
Oh, no,
it's gonna
I
be
don't
legit.
like this even a
The good
little
news is the
bit.
second half will
Oh,
be
yeah, I feel
an
good about it.
entire dedication.
No, I don't like this.
From
Well, it's a
Talkin'
little bit late
Smack.
for that. It's Talking Smack, baby. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
from Talking Smack, the podcast that
Gives it to you. Also, speaking of that, giving it to
I'm
us.
telling you right now.
And I'm telling you,
He's got the
right
finger
now,
going on.
if you watch back to the episode, I was the one that made the graphic, and you go, "Oh, this is a great idea."
I don't think he's
Again,
wrong.
I didn't think things all the way through.
Sorry, Sandy. All right. So next week on the show, we had to reschedule him because he had his civic duties to take care of. But I'm talking about Jacques Quintal, our buddy from Oscar Smokehouse. Jacques is going to be on the show with us, and that should be a lot of fun next Tuesday night. What are you pointing at?
I know what's coming with them.
Oh, yay! Yes!
He
A
was
little more than mustard.
Sully wasn't thinking that thing through either.
I'm back to hit.
As soon as the graphic came up, my stomach goes, "Hey."
I know that Jacques is wicked excited about. I was talking to him earlier this week about it, and
He had
he's.
fun here with
Oh
us.
God, yeah! When he did Family Feud with us, that was oh God, we had a blast. And just to let you know, Jock's with us next week at the Bullpen here, and we're looking forward to that. We are going to be doing three more Family Feud shows.
Three more Family Feud shows
in 2025.
don't
So
look so excited.
so
brother.
we're going to be doing it. So that'll be a lot of fun.
We are, and also too, what's pretty cool is ABC. I just got the notification 2 days ago, I think.
When you were off on your
yes.
pre-honeymoon.
They are going to be using some of our footage for the people that are going to be
What?
hanging out. Yeah, they took the Sully reel with Jen. I don't
Figures.
remember what it was.
Oh, things that that
things
Sully does on a Friday night.
Yeah,
And it
cuddling with
was,
Jen,
and
yeah.
then RJ goes, you said the line.
I said it's awful specific.
Yeah.
They only asked one person.
So they're going to use that to train contestants.
There's a couple of the reels that they offer.
That's
from
awesome.
Oculus
Look at me
Clip.
go.
Look at you
Yeah.
guys.
I know.
Who would have thunk this
I know. I got
14 weeks ago?
13
Steve
black
Harvey
and
should be
white
calling
TV.
me any day now.
I still can't believe that it was air fryer instead of the crapper. I mean,
I'm with you.
that
Yeah.
blew my mind.
Right?
Whoa,
I mean, it was
3 nipples was the one
right.
that got.
Come on, come on, not
And 16
testicles.
people said 3 nipples.
And the thing about it is, Paulie had 3 nipples. I mean, that came right up, just like that, just right off his tongue. 3 nipples, and just like that. I mean,
It's like he had the answer.
Well, I made sure
Yeah.
that everyone.
oh,
Just saying.
the plot thickens.
Disinformation.
ABC's lawyers will be subpoenaing all background records.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we couldn't give prizes away because they said they wouldn't they wouldn't let us do the show if we gave prizes away. So bragging rights is all that anybody gets, and
that's all the prize we need.
That's it right there. The next one, we're already working on the next one, so the next one's going to be longer, so that we won't. It'll be like we were finished in less than an hour, and everybody's like, "What do we do now? What do we do now?" So it'll be definitely longer next time. So we'll see.
That's when we made the.
We can do 2 of them.
That's when we made the X-rated version of.
Yeah,
I think when they filmed like 4 episodes in a row, 5 in a, that way they can
they
crank
do
them
like
out.
Pat
So, right.
Sajak?
Yeah, all day long.
Mhm.
So you know what? We're just gonna dust to dawn. Just get a hold of Prokockley, find out when's good.
We're gonna have a family for the
That'll be fun.
I'll be in great shape at dusk.
I was gonna say both Sully and I by about episode 2.5
Right?
is gonna be.
Sully's good usually to about 10 o'clock, and then after that, it's not. All right, we have another one.
Super chat.
Stevie Wonder says that this weekend will be the first time I'll be rooting for the Bills.
Let's go, Buffalo.
And you know what?
Let's
Same
go,
here.
Buffalo.
I'm rooting for the Bills as well. So, all right, so who's everybody going with this weekend? Snacks.
I took the Bills, and I actually think the Commanders are going to pull it off.
Whoa, RJ.
Both home team. I thought the Rams were going to go to the.
I know.
I thought of you when the Rams lost.
I bet some.
They were right there. I got in the cart. They were on the 10-yard line.
So was the Ravens. They were right there.
I bet some scoops on the.
So I don't know.
Rams.
I don't have a horse in the race unless I'm betting. So I'm a Cowboys fan, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, you're used to that.
I don't care.
It's not just the hat.
You haven't had a better playoff game in fucking forever.
I know.
Oh, another one.
9.
Jen's.
Yeah, you're in that one. That was worth it.
9.
So you're
Well,
going,
Hanks was worth 3.
Brad. Who are you going with this weekend?
Going Bills. Gotta.
And
New
who's
York.
and the other one?
It's
Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah.
All right.
Just only because
In
they're-
the Bills
they're a
game,
force.
whoever has the ball last is going to win.
Is going to win. I
True.
agree with that.
True.
Soul Dog.
Bills, Philly.
Bills, Philly. JP.
Bills, Philly.
Buffalo, Commanders.
Whoa.
Ooh, reenactment of 1991.
I would love to see that one.
What's the opening line on that game? Anybody know?
I have no idea. I don't keep track of that stuff. That's what I got you for.
Wide right.
Which
Yeah, because
game?
I do so well at it.
Yeah, well, that's why you keep track of it.
That opposite. That's all.
I'm good. I would love to say Washington because son number 2, Sean, is a huge Washington fan. I would love for him to experience that with his daughter. So I'm going to say Washington and Buffalo.
They're not afraid.
But you know what? They're playing with nothing to lose.
That's what I
That's
mean.
it. That's true.
That's the way they're looking at it. They're just coming out playing ball,
And
and
they got our coach.
And it's the first time since 2020 that they're in the AFC Championship game. Like they want to beat Kansas City this year.
It's not that long ago.
No, it's really
Not that long
No.
ago. When you lose to the
It's the whole
Kansas City,
presidency, Sully.
when
We're not
you-
going there.
What's that?
Well,
that's the whole presidency. We're not going there.
you got
when-
nothing.
when
got
you
nothing.
lose to
You
the
got
Kansas
nothing to
City
lose.
Chiefs over and
You're a
over
lot
and
longer.
over again.
I just I'm just saying that's whatever happens. I
That was
hope
a great 5 years
I
ago.
hope the officials have it right, and I want to see Taylor Swift crying. All the Swifties.
She'll write some real good
I
songs
wanna
about it. I'm
see
sure
Taylor-
she'll make a mint.
You want to what?
What? No. Spit it
He's not
out.
touching that.
No,
He's not
let it go. My granddaughter, and I will say this: my granddaughter Evie was watching
Even
the
without
football
you.
game with me the other day, and she was dialed in. She is laser focused, and she didn't give a crap about the football game. She just wanted to see them keep showing Taylor Swift. And
Well, she was hanging out with
Caitlin?
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin?
Yeah,
I
she's hanging
don't-
out with Caitlin Clark.
Listen,
Can you name one Taylor Swift song? Because I certainly can't.
shake it off, shake it off.
That's the only one I would have been able to.
Oh, blank space.
Thank God that will
Fortnite.
never be a Chupacabra
We
song.
will never be back
Well,
together.
it could be now. We did the "Do Run Run" by Sean Cassidy.
We did do the two.
We got another one. Super chat.
We have 4 more.
Whoa.
Sean Kelly says, "Great
Oh.
job, fellas."
Sean
Cheers,
Kelly.
Sully.
Is that my Sean Kelly?
Cheers, Sean.
That is SK2000. What's going on, brother?
Crazy bastard.
Oh, tell me about it.
Hey, tell him these
Wait, how about
155s.
invite you witty bastards?
Sean. He worked with me
He
down at
would
Fitz
kill
Brand.
the show. Just
He
for
would
the
totally
record.
kill the
Relationship
show.
advice and hair care from SK2000. Jesus H.
Oh, that
No
could be its
way.
own thing, man. That could totally be its own show.
Super chat.
Jeffrey Bean, having a New York team in the Super Bowl is better for business. I guess it's time to get on the Bills train.
I'm with you on that one.
You'll have to build an addition for a Bills room.
Oh, you really think Jeff's going to do that?
Was that a Bills fan?
No.
Who's he like?
And not the
Yeah, who
Bills.
does he? I'm looking at it as well. He's got a Southland Falls logo. I was looking at the
Yeah.
colors.
I don't
Who's your
think.
team, Jeffrey?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We got another one. Or-
Mhm.
Super Chat.
Twin Branches Gardening says Commanders are up
Plus
on the
6.
odds, +6 in the money line.
Oh,
So
All right,
there
Thank
you
you.
go.
what is all right? I have no
idea
idea.
what this means.
I
Could you bring that number back? Dolphins,
Dolphins.
baby.
You can bet on anything.
the
That is smart.
Commanders are up on the odds. 6+ money line is Commanders is 240. Eagles -300. What does that mean?
It sounds like a quarterback calling off a play.
It's a money line thing, I believe. Well,
so,
I'm saying,
so if you can
No,
bet,
Wow, thank you for that.
I'm the
insight.
Pollock from Whitehall. Okay.
I'm looking at it right here.
go fix the thermostat.
Where's that
Hold
picture?
on. Hold on.
Jen.
Get that picture
All right.
up.
We
Get that picture up.
John, get Sully another glass of scotch.
Make
Looks
sure
like
it's only 2
Sully's-
fingers.
So Sully, what happened? What happened when we got here tonight? Paulie, turn away. Really?
So
Listen.
it was a little cold in here, so somebody told RJ to go turn up the heat, and he didn't.
He's got his lighter.
I thought that would work.
He's trying to get the AC to turn
I
on.
was trying to light the pilot.
And it's 240 degrees in here, so
I know.
you better
Trying
get
to
that.
light the
So-
pilot.
I'm coming back at you, Sully. So for all the people that
You got to
call
bleed the line.
Go.
all the people that call Mike Sullivan that he sells you oil, he doesn't fix heaters, guys.
No shit.
Nobody ever said that.
And you're picking on
But I
me.
know that's not how you do it.
I couldn't see. I want to see if it was heat or cool.
You see, if he had a cell phone, he could have taken out
He
his
could have taken
flashlight.
his
Now, was it Sully that
Yes.
took the picture?
Yes.
Did he have an orange in his other hand?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, that was funny. Oh,
He's got a banana in his back pocket too.
oh man.
That's the odds on USA Today.
All right, so
Can I say one thing to Sean Kelly though, my brother?
yes,
Just tell him those 155s are cracking like eggshells.
155s are cracking like he heard you.
I'm pretty sure he's still.
He
watching
worked-
Can you
and
repeat it
listening.
for us, Dan?
He worked with me at Finch Prine for 5 years. He's hysterical.
So what the hell does that mean?
It was a Finch Prine terminology.
Oh,
Stupid.
well,
He
we're
get-
not fancy enough for that.
No, it's the boxes we used to staple together, and it was just stupid.
They let you two loose with staplers?
Yeah, we used to work on a
So
job.
you
He
two
was-
work together?
Yeah, me. I'll tell you. Yeah, me and Sean Kelly worked for like 5 years, and then he got his arm.
Got his arm
apart.
caught.
Yeah,
his
his
machine.
arm, yeah.
I could
No
tell you,
way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
on the Wills.
Really?
I know the machine. I had to come in and
What
relieve him.
number was it?
Did
The
you hold
Wills,
the
was,
lighter?
the Wills number 2,
Okay.
Wow.
not
Yeah.
the Pemco.
Yeah.
Did
got
you
his
hold the
arm-
lighter up?
To cauterize it, or what? What are you talking about?
All right.
SK2000 is going, what the hell?
Like, damn, man, that was a
Super
tremendous
chat.
Nathan Brimmer. I'm sitting there fully focused on the Buffalo Bills stomping the Chiefs this weekend, but then I look down the colossal turd I'm dropping and suddenly thinking, damn, this might be the only thing breaking records for size and impact.
Proof positive, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
that the super chats will actually be read as they
Yes.
come in.
Yeah, another one of my kids' friends, just like
Maybe we
Brad.
should edit them a little. Should we edit them a little bit?
Nope.
A big
that was the
thank-
best part of them.
So who we thanking tonight for super chats,
A
my
big
friend?
thank you to Stevie Wonder, Sean Kelly. Cabby chimed in and said congratulations to me. Thank you.
Thanks,
very much.
Cabby.
Jeffrey Bean, Jeremy Gagne, Tim Jackstead, Mike Leonard, Joe Davino, Melissa L. Palmer. Also have to thank, of course, the Wet Noodle as well.
Where's the
And,
wet noodle from?
We have no idea. It's a
The
situation.
can of chicken
where-
noodle soup that you ate.
That was that. It came. No, I didn't. Eat
Noodleless.
I didn't eat the.
It was
I-
noodleless.
I drank that broth.
I had noodles today.
So we thank the Wet Noodle, JS, and also Nathan Brimmer as well. Thank you so much for all of the super chats tonight.
Sandy Sullivan.
Sandy
And Sandy
Sullivan.
Sullivan.
Oh, don't
that'll
you
get you in
Oh,
trouble.
No.
listen? I'll tell you what. I wouldn't want to be on
That'll
that bad
get you in a
lady's bad
lot
side.
of trouble.
I would not want to be on her bad side because I'll tell you what, you would have a rash and a
But,
coming your way.
but don't do it anymore, Mom.
Yeah.
Her name went, so in my defense, her name went away. What? Her name's not on the super chat here. Her name went away.
She was there.
But she chimed in. But
Yeah.
her name's not there.
Well,
It's,
She's like that.
you know, well, after Sully swore
brother.
for the 10th time, she was done.
Let
She
me-
wanted my name out of here.
Let me look at it. I'll figure it out.
And Mr. Technology, he's gonna.
With your lighter.
Oh, Jesus. Stay away from the equipment
I'm
with that.
sorry, that one's got legs.
I'm gonna grab some gasoline and burn you.
Put it away, Johnny. Paulie doesn't want to see any flame up here.
It's an
Bad
encore.
Oh no.
No. Brad, I got to thank you for being here. It was great having you here tonight. Hope you had a good time.
You killed, by the way. Timing was great.
I loved watching you guys.
That
It's
was
been
fun.
a ton of fun. So glad to be here. Big thank you. I got to say, your office shot an hour before the game totally gives me every piece of advice on how to mangle their names. So just seeing how they want it said, I just want you to know that warms my heart, and it really makes it, true.
I tried to do it right once, and then after that, screw it. I don't care.
The worst part about it is usually I get Dan the pronunciation guide, and there are a few teams in the ever-changing hockey league that don't like to have a pronunciation guide. So he goes, F it. Let's put a name down.
and that's what happens. And then it's like, if you don't want to take the time
that's on the team.
That's on the team.
One of the guys' name I know wasn't Bok.
Super chat.
Stevie Wonder says, amazing show, guys.
Thanks,
And
Stevie.
Also,
give a hug to that little one.
Nathan Brimmer says, Dan asked where the wet noodle came from, and everyone on
the dais
could hardly believe that Dan wouldn't know the origin of the wet noodle.
Does anybody else know the origin of the wet noodle?
Don't know the origin.
No.
Snacks, you were in the service. I'm asking you.
I have no idea where the origin of the wet.
It wouldn't be a good porn name, I'll tell you that.
Brad?
I wouldn't think so. No.
Sully?
Made it for
Sully's lost it. John's lost it with him. And Seth is too worried about getting home and getting a salad.
Brittle noodle.
A wet noodle is a cooked noodle that has been made soft and flexible to exposure to water.
But
or
where was
sauce.
the origin of the wet noodle?
Yeah, see, I don't think that
They're like
definition
getting
says
pruny
anything.
fingers from
It was
washing
the-
dishes
It was
too
the
long,
movie that
or-
Seth watched in Whiteface this weekend.
Oh, I know who the wet noodle is. I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks, wet noodle.
Was that at the White Beaver?
That's a white beaver. And with that, we'll say goodnight. We'll see you next Tuesday for Talkin' Smack.